And this one's got that special combination of story, chopping down trees, and even has a gnome over here. The purpose of this is to chop down and explore the forest while upgrading our stuff, and there's a storyline that we'll get to. But first things first, we need to chop down trees. It's only going to take a few hits. The little green thing is our meter. We just pick up the trees, walk over them to pick them up. When we get close to this, we press R to toss them in. We can upgrade our throwing range in this, so we only have to get that close currently. So to be smart, we should get a little bit closer. We get money for trees. There's currently 10,267 trees left to harvest, so we better get ourselves busy. Right now we basically have a rock on a stick. That is our axe. I've worked with worse. We'll get through this together. The atmosphere in this game is just something I've always liked. It's very foggy and misty and calm as I chop away everything. Now with these we can take them, and we do need to collect them. I think they're a currency later. We can only carry one log at a time, which is very sad. We have a little bit of energy left, so let's take down another tree. You can see stuff hiding in the distance. The forest here is so dense that we can't walk through it. I can actually click to pick those up as it turns out. That's going to make it a little easier for us. Grab one over here, throw it in. It's also 8:20 p.m. already. We wasted so much of the day. But with that, we can actually get our upgrades here. If we want more axe power, that's $250. We only have 11. The workbench is where we get, I believe, the most of our upgrades. So when I want like more swing power, we still can for $8. More carry capacity is probably better. We'll go from 1 to 3. And then we can sleep to restore energy. Rest until morning. I'm pretty sure that's going to restore energy fully. And it's a nice early morning for a lumberjack. We'll talk to this little fellow. Welcome to Lockstep Forest. Wow, it seems you have this lumberjack stuff down. Didn't even need any advice. Alright, now we need you to collect 1,000 elder tree logs. This is your primary goal. They're very rare, found deep in the forest. From your cabin, you will find multiple paths to the trees, lead you further in. That's about it. If you need anything else, come talk to me. Visit my other windows for more assistance. Get out there, chop chop. So different windows to walk over and give you different like upgrades and stuff. I think this one's for a drone. There's also the fairy hiding back here. This is the other storyline. I must speak quickly so the gnome doesn't hear me. He's trapped me here to power his little mushroom kiosk. It's very sad. I'm a fairy, and I used to be the leader of many others who once filled this forest until the gnomes came in. They captured us all, bottled us up, and shipped us off to who knows where. I can still sense a few of my friends in the forest, although I can't tell exactly where. Could you please go in and get them for me? Please help them out. When you found them all, return to me. I think that's a quest line we're going to do. Instead of chopping all the trees down for the greedy gnome corporation, we're doing it for the underdog. We'll help them all out. Okay, trees are going down. We're still going to have to take down the whole forest in order to help the fairies. But that's a sacrifice they're willing to make. I'm making that choice on their behalf. I don't think you could chop the stumps before. I think that's a new little addition. Because I just realized I couldn't walk through these trees so cleanly, so now we got extra parts to chop. But we're still very much a baby lumberjack at this point. We'll get stronger. We need more stamina. There's also the nice chime sound in the background that actually adds a lot of nice ambience to this game. I think I can also drink those if I want more energy, like energy on the go, but for $50, we can't afford it yet. We'll work out instead. We could get more throw distance. That would actually be pretty helpful right now. Because we can just rest now. We'll just have a little rest. It's only 10 a.m. We'll probably sleep for, yeah, like 4 hours. And then we're back at it again. I think these actually restore energy too. But my stamina is already full. So that's not really going to be a problem. We do have a sprint. So we'll just keep going from here. Now I can throw a little bit further. The throw distance does get big. So I gotta remember now to chop all the way through the stumps. If we want to do this properly and thoroughly. We just gotta make a little money from whoever's land this is. Stamina's running low. So I can just go eat one of those bushes if I want. It's gonna restore at least some of, if not all of it. Yep. 20 more stamina for us. And we just keep chopping away. I think that red bar that fills up is my sprint. So when it gets big or it gets depleted, my sprint needs to replenish. Just like in real life, you get tired from sprinting. Novel idea. We can just relax to the sound of chopping wood and wind chimes. The thought that we're going to save all of the fairies from their forest prisons. We just got to find them somewhere out there in the forest. Okay, well, let's head on back. See what we can get an upgrade for $37. Stamina would obviously be big. Throw distance is still big. I think I need more stamina, more swing power, so we can get more out of those trees. And then we'll call it a day. We cut down 5 or 6 trees a day. We're a good lumberjack. I'm not really sure what this is. I think we actually get money if we hit that right. And I think that's basically if you like run out of energy and money. I'm not sure what that's for. It's for practice. I don't need to practice. I am a seasoned lumberjack. Doing seasoned lumberjack things. We're clearly a bit stronger because we're tearing these trees down, but there are tougher trees further in. We're one-shotting the stumps, which is nice. And we got a little bit more energy. I do appreciate a game where you can feel the upgrades right away. I like to feel everything. Because I feel nothing in real life. Except coffee. Okay, those are going to go in. A whole pile of them at a time. 3 logs. More throwing distance would help a lot. I need to be able to toss these in from wherever I chop them. We have places to be, things to do. We could pick up a couple of those, toss them on in. What else we got? A couple logs there. Use up the rest of my stamina while I'm here. It's not always going to be super efficient, but we will get the job done eventually. Tenacity over efficiency. Just being too stubborn, rather too stupid to quit. That's my MO. Okay, so with that, we are maybe going to go eat another berry. What time is it in the day? Yeah, it's still early in the day. I do want to upgrade my throw distance if I can, from 5 meters to 9 meters. Carry capacity maybe could go up to 7 as well. Maybe swing power is better currently. Let's do swing powers instead. I might be able to just throw the tree from wherever I chop them, so carrying capacity might not matter so much. We got 20 stamina. We didn't actually get full on stamina, but we did get that. I can't quite... Oh, we can throw from here. We got coin operated. I'm not really sure what that means. I did see the option to change coins or something at some point as I was walking past the thing. So I'm not really sure what that does, if anything. But it's nice that I can just throw the trees from here. I don't know why lumberjacks in real life don't do this. Seems like it'd be a lot easier than putting them on trucks and helicopters and stuff. Okay, we broke those down. I think we're about out of stamina again. We're just on the edge of our throw distance in this direction. And that's alright, because we got more directions to go. Those trees are all within range. We have $67. Yeah, we can change coin here. Toonie, banana. Those are just skins. We're not here for skins. We're here for lumberjacking. Lumberjacking until we fall asleep. We're going to do a little workout. I do think I want more throw distance. That way we can just really tear them trees down. We'll rest until morning. I'm pretty sure if we're out there at night for too long, we pass out and get teleported back home or something. I don't entirely remember, but I know we don't want to be out at night. Maybe we just can't see. I don't remember what the deal is. Nighttime bad. That's always the fun part about playing so many games. I completely forget. I don't remember what I played yesterday. If I was to play the same game tomorrow, I'm liable to have not remembered anything. That's maybe personally a me problem and not a amount of games problem. A little more wood there, grab those. There's also a berry bush in there because those don't respawn every day. So on a day like today, I might be sort of out of luck. What I can do though, maybe increase my max stamina a little bit, and also carry capacity can go up again for what it's worth. Sprint endurance can go up. Walk speed should also go up so I can move quicker. It's 8:05 a.m. We'll call it a day. Basically me in real life, right back to bed. No need to wake up, and we've got sleeping to do. we'll maybe work towards that one. I think our throw distance is pretty big right now, so I should be able to reach quite a ways. We've knocked down 32 trees so far. 10,000 left. Well, 10,230 something left, really. Luckily, we've got time. There's no rush. No rush for anything at all. We just enjoy the ride. We'll go find where those fairies are. I think the lights are maybe the fairies. I don't remember what the lights correspond to, but they're supposed to be something of an indicator of where we need to go. And eventually we will. We're just currently headed in the wrong direction. This is actually the edge of my throw distance right here. So I got to sort of stay on this barrier for now, just to keep it a little bit efficient. And I don't want to run back and forth any more than I have to. We might be a lumberjack, but we're a very lazy lumberjack. Incredibly strong. We cut down entire trees with a few swings of a little axe and throw the trees straight into the grinder. We're out of stamina once again. Left a few logs behind. Getting sloppy already. $122 though. Income is going up. I'll see what the gnome sells on this side because I actually don't remember. A night owl. If we want one of these lanterns. I'm sure by now you've noticed nighttime blackout fog. Oh, so if we have a lantern we can work through the night. Which I don't want to do. They cost mushrooms to be able to do. There's lots of mushrooms in the world. So they are a currency. I definitely don't have 200 yet. And I don't need to be out through the night anyways. Not yet at least. More throw distance isn't that far away. I will get some walk speed. Aside from that, we'll wait for more throw distance. I'm okay with our upgrades so far. We can easily make progress with these. We just gotta stay reasonably close to our mulcher thing. We can throw them in from here, so easy money. The upgrades get progressively bigger, so the next one we'll be able to throw trees from a long ways away. Which should cover a lot of the local forest here. Hope the fairy likes what we're doing to their beloved home. But again, I am rescuing their friends, basically for free at that. Okay, we'll go this way, chop it down, in you go. Out of stamina already. That berry bush didn't respawn, so we'll go take one over here. While throwing that in. It would be a little bit silly to take the other berry bush at this point. We'll just get right back to work. Chopping trees is all we know. It's all we need to know. I'm going to be dreaming about chopping trees at this rate. Everything going in there, a couple more going down, chop chop. Out of stamina once again. So we'll go pick up a couple more berries. It's no problem at all. 20 there. Could probably go in this direction a little bit. We're definitely close enough over here. And we're going to need to cut down a lot of trees in a lot of directions anyway. For now, we're really just trying to build ourselves up. I think those are tier 2 trees. They have darker bark on them. They'll be worth a little more. They'll also be harder to chop by a considerable margin. And that's okay. We're out of stamina once again. We're just throwing a few of these logs. We're up to $269. So we'll go see what that can buy us. I do think that gets us more throw distance. Easily. And then aside from that, we probably want more swing power. Maybe we'll just take more walk speed aside from that. We do like to cruise around on our legs a lot. Pay good money for those. The next axe I believe was 250 to sharpen it. But now our throw distance is quite large. Let's double check what that was. It got up to 23. Next one will be 33. So I think they increase by 50% every time. There is a light in that direction. We can sort of head over there, but there are two tier 2 trees not far away. And those are going to be problematic for us at our current power level. Luckily, we can just keep chopping trees down and throwing them in from here. I don't know if I even can break these. Yeah, we need axe level 2. The trees are so tough compared to our axe that they sound like they're made out of metal. There's just nothing we can do about that. We can't get through them. We'll just keep chopping. No problem here. Until we run out of stamina. Then we have a problem. No more berries either. I think we're just going to call it a night again. That's perfectly fine. We don't really need any upgrades right now. We're going at a pretty good clip. Although if we could get a little more chopping power, I would. Nope, we can't do that. More stamina actually wouldn't be the worst idea to get more trees chopped. And apparently that actually topped us up as we went anyway. Okay, that berry bush is back, so let's maybe chop a little bit in this direction. The trees look different in this morning light. I thought these were tier 2 trees already. We'll work along the edge of them over here. We'll follow the edge of the tier 2 trees. That way when we upgrade the axe, we're ready for them. It shouldn't take that long to be able to afford it. They'll be worth more as well. Here, tier 2. We've got a berry bush right beside us, so it's easy to top up our energy when we need it. We're going deep in the woods. Deep into your dreams. Only good things can come from this adventure. 20 energy per berry bush, so we don't get full energy, but I think we'll get half energy back at this point, and that's still lots. Saves me having to walk all the way back to the cabin and go to bed. These trees are only worth $1 each. There's a mushroom. We want the mushrooms. Eventually they'll do very good things for us. I might be actually out of my throw distance here. I'm also out of stamina. So I think we're going to have to call it a night. There's not really any berry bushes we can pillage either. We'll call it a night and it's that easy. With a little luck tomorrow, we'll have the $250 we need for the better axe. So we'll maybe start a little bit in this direction. There are berry bushes over there, but we still need to stay in range of our thing. There's a whole lot of R being pressed in this game. We're just constantly throwing that in. This would actually be a good game to put the auto clicker on R, just so we could automatically throw trees nonstop. But I can still do it manually too. It's really very relaxing to do, honestly. I do enjoy it a lot. I've been actually thinking about this game in the background a little bit. Couldn't remember how to play it, but I could remember it. It's a very good game. Okay, let's go pick up those berry bushes. And then we can put ourselves back to work. 20 energy. Actually, we can take both of these now. We're very close to our upgrade, which we very much want because our rate of income will go up again. We don't need to chop down many of these. Get in the thing. Get in the grinder. Get in the grinder. All of you get in the grinder. Grinder. I feel like I'm going to end up saying grinder a lot this video. Okay, let's throw those in. I want to have some energy left over for my new axe. We have more than enough money for that. That guy's always watching what we're doing. Best supervisor we could ask for. Sharpen. Now we actually have something of an axe-looking axe. So we'll start in some of these tier 2 trees. Hopefully they're not too hard to chop down. And we'll toss them in there. These are $5 each. So they were they're worth 5 times our original trees, in fact. 5 times the value is obviously going to be much, much better. I think we already made another $164 back. Which is why we're going to focus on tier 2 trees as much as we can now. Much, much easier. There's another $249. We basically made the money of the axe back in a single chopping. In a single session of chopping. We can also turn our swing power up for that. We're also going to turn our walk speed up. Carry capacity still doesn't bother me because we can throw from where we need to. That will need an upgrade soon, but at the rate we're going, not so bad. And this new axe should go through the weaker trees faster too. Yeah, new chopping power though gives us 3 chops to take down an entire tree, including the stump. The stump is the best part. It's where all the protein is. Okay, in they go. Perfect. The atmosphere is good too. Misty dark forest. I know people have been asking for a filter on these videos too. I actually have been putting a light filter on. Have been for some videos now. It can be hard to notice, but that's a hard balance to do because it can go from just sort of muting the colors to suddenly you can't see anything anyway. But I'll keep playing with that and find the balance. A game like this, doesn't need a lot of filter, I think. It seems pretty muted and dark. It's a very bright saturation, and flashes that are going to get people. Speaking of sleep, I think I need to go do that. I do want to see what the next axe upgrade costs. Only 1,000, so that's not even that far away. I do want more throw distance. We got 50% more there. Sprint endurance I don't care about right now. I'm not really paying attention to sprint. I should be, but I'm not. If our walk speed gets high enough, I really don't care about sprint that much. Eventually I will, because I'm just going to get so tired of walking everywhere. Carrying these logs around the woods. And there certainly have been updates since the last time I played this. I can already feel it is a bit of a different game. Which makes me think there's been some quality of life improvements as well. And that's going to be good for a lot of things. I can throw all the way from the mountain into the grinder. Mountain till grinder. Farm fresh. There's some berries over there we could go and get. Probably should. Then we're going to restock our energy. And then I think we'll chop down some more trees. How does that sound? We're still well within range, so in they go. It's only 10 a.m, so we got lots of time left in the day. I also just need about $1 million so we can get those upgrades. Actually, now that I look at it, we're up to 642. Money is really piling up quick thanks to these tier 2 trees. That makes me feel like I should find the tier 3 trees. But they're going to be a little bit deeper in there. We'll get deeper eventually. It's all we know. Trying and trying to go deeper and deeper. And deeper again. Okay, we're going to eat some of these. There's another 40 energy for us. Then we're going to sprint back over here and start chopping. These are tier 1 trees. They will go quick. Actually, I chopped the whole thing. I hit them so hard the stump blows up. Well, we'll take a few of these down just because it's easy, but money-wise, not really worth it. Money per swing is probably closer than I think, but I'm not about to start doing math. We're here for chopping, not homework. Chop, chop. There's another berry tree somewhere in the woods over here, so I might work my way towards that. We could work our way through the tunnel, hopefully to get there before we run out, and then we can tunnel our way out. It's the perfect plan. I didn't realize this is over here in the corner. There's a mushroom. There's also a path through the woods that way. There's a few different corridors to go in different directions like that. We'll have to find them all eventually. For now, my main goal is really just making money. Even more, my main goal is having fun and enjoying this, and I'm definitely doing that. I really wish there was a lot more games like this out there. I know there are more and they're always making more, but I really like games like this. I don't even know what to classify this game as. Some kind of lumberjacking thing. I love so many trees behind as well. I don't need to grab that mushroom right now. I don't need to be really diligent with those yet. We'll get them in time. I love so many trees behind. We are over $1,000. We're gonna go ahead and get some upgrades. I don't really need the better axe yet because I don't even know where the new trees are. We could take better throw distance maybe. That's not gonna hurt. That's only up to 45. My theory earlier about 50% increases was wrong. We still have 531, so let's go up to 14 carry capacity. Swing power might be the best one now. $400 for swing power. We'll take sprint endurance as well. All by doing a bench press. We can swap arms. Oh, interesting. So there's lots of choices now. Rubber gloves, fire elemental. Some of those are pretty bright. We're going to stop playing with those and go to bed. Bright is the opposite of what we want. We like this atmosphere. Slow, low, and dark. Okay, we'll get right back to work. We have more throw distance now, so we can go even further in if we want. And I've now learned that I can hold down click to chop. I don't know why I don't try that more by default. You'd think I'd learn one day. But I never learn a thing. Never have, and I never will. So many trees. So little time. I'm not really gathering these up very efficiently. I somehow need more magnet power. The power I normally avoid in games. Well, we could rapid fire these. We're already out of energy. We're gonna need more stamina. But at the rate we're throwing these in, we'll have the money to do just that. And more. Toss them in, toss them in. Any berry bushes? Quite handily available. We're a very sleepy lumberjack, but that's very fitting for the video. We'll all sleep together. And yes, that's just as weird as it sounds. Sleep until morning. Should be very recharged after a night like that. Got the sleep of 3 or 4 people. The dream. Logs going in, chop them all down. I don't know if the new axe would actually chop these quicker. It very well might. That might be worth a $1,000 investment. There is also an energy bush beside us. There's also some tier 1 trees. I did see a few comments in the last video about people speaking about this slower pace of speaking and the pauses in between talking. I would speed myself up, but I honestly can't talk like that quickly consistently for that long. In my usual videos, that's more so an recording and editing style rather than just the way I talk. It's very hard to continually go for 3-4 hours of that sort of high-paced tempo of talking. I think over time I could probably get used to doing that, but it would take some practice. If I tried to do it now, I would basically just start muttering the same 3 words over and over again. My brain just can't handle that for that long. These are all tier 1s. Back here to tier 2s. We're almost at $1,000. I do think we'll upgrade the axe, because I think we'll smash these trees down even quicker. Because we did upgrade swing power and it's still taking 3 hits for the tier 2 trees. And I'm far too important to be doing that many times. Okay, wood's going in. We cut down 220 trees out of 2,267. So there's just over 10,000 left. All we need is our upgrades. Speak of which, we're going to sharpen that axe, which forms it into an entirely new one. We ground the red paint right off there. We can actually get better stuff still. More stamina for sure. We need to be able to swing, swing, and swing. Going to be the best swinger in existence. Okay, we're going to head towards the red light maybe. I think there's a path in that direction. This still takes 3 hits. Well, we could chop down better trees when we do run across them. Maybe it wasn't the best upgrade for $1,000. $1,000 really doesn't mean that much to us at the rate we chop these trees. And we find the better quality trees again, it will be worth it, because we'll be able to chop them immediately. I don't know if there's any actually around in this clearing. We might have to go considerably further to do that. Meanwhile, the fairies are trapped out there in the forest waiting for our help. But we'll get to them eventually. For now, we've got Mother Nature to tango with. In they go. Take one of these as well. Down they go. This is a very, very peaceful, relaxing game. A very good job on the atmosphere of this one. We're going to head towards the red light. I already lost track of that. But there's a corridor here. We might just start going down here. We gotta head in a direction. I think we need to head in all directions eventually. I do not remember the map layout whatsoever. I just know that there's like tentacles in all directions you can follow. That's obviously one of them. I think there's one there, maybe one there, and probably one over there. And then they all tentacle in all sorts of fun directions. Those are tier 1 trees. I don't really want to knock those down yet. There's also this latch behind. I think that's for one of the endings of the game. I can't recall. That's also a teleporter we use later when you get to the end of some of these tentacles. They have the teleporter there, so you can teleport yourself to and from. That also involves paying attention to where you are and what tentacle is what. But with enough time, we can manage any little thing. We'll get very lost before we get found. And that's part of the adventure. Let us chop our way into the woods. Currently 3 p.m. But we're able to start moving some real trees at this point. We're getting a long ways in here. Toss them all in. Toss them all in. We can still reach. Once we run out of reach is probably when we'll move in a new direction. $1,276 for us. So I think swing power is going to be perhaps what we want next. Yeah, for that kind of money, we should be able to afford it. What did the gnome want up front? Some trees will be too hard for your axe to cut. Once you sharpen your axe, those trees will come down with the rest. Didn't mean to jump there. Not sure why I can jump now that I think about it. But I can. Carry capacity. We probably want swing power. That's a lot of money, but it's worth it. We'll take a little bit of walk speed. Then more carry capacity. Then we go to bed in our big comfy bed. And rest all the way till morning. No, today we're going to go in maybe that same direction. We'll start heading towards, well, there's 2 lights over there now that I look. A red and a blue. Well, let's see what kind of a menace we could be to these trees. Okay, we're one-shotting the trees now. That's actually hugely better. So I could just hold left click and keep spamming R to throw them in. We'll see how far we can reach from. That was a weird spot. Still have to pick up the mushrooms every once in a while. I'm gonna have to go back and like manually pick up the logs. We're not particularly sucky in this one, so I need to like go right over the logs to pick them up. I'm not sure if that's something we can improve later, but I'm pretty sure we can get a drone or something that carries the logs around or delivers them. I don't entirely remember. I just know I need to pick up lots of mushrooms so we have those options at least. Because as fun as it is carrying these logs around endlessly, it's kind of more fun if someone else can do it for me. We're going to try and get to that berry bush in there. Seriously, we got 1 tree away. Maybe 2. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. We'll walk all the way back. We can get energy no matter where we go. We'll just finish cleaning up this little mess we made. Yeah, that works. Grab that one while we're at it. No energy for us. There is also sort of the hotbar in the top that's currently showing us there's something in this direction. Now I gotta go back home. At least it orients us towards home. There's an energy bush here. We can use this to get to the next energy bush. That'll be perfectly fine. Just keep running all the way in. We chop a few extra trees on the way in as well. Good. So far, so good. We'll make sure to open up our path to the berry bush, though. And then we're sure to be able to get that energy. Actually, we can need it immediately. Oh, I can't throw from all the way here either. I'm actually just out of range suddenly. So I might have to increase my range with my $1,900. But that's probably wisest to do here. So the rest of the day, we can just cut trees. And then tomorrow, with our increased range, we'll just come back and have a throwing party. We'll throw 1,000,000 logs straight in. And that's gonna get good for us. That's, I like the art style in this. I don't know what it is. Something about this is just great. 21 to 21 logs on board. We just carried a few back with us because why not? We're gonna go ahead and upgrade our throwing distance if we can. That upgrade does get expensive quickly, but it is worth it. It just saves so much time and trouble running around. So it costs 2,000 to do it, but we get an extra 14 meters. We get an extra 14 units. We'll take a little bit more sprint endurance because we are having to start to cover some distance. So now we can sprint basically this long. Then we're out. But we can throw for further. And we might be coming up with more valuable trees soon. We are starting to work our way in slowly. We did actually make it quite a ways in. I only have 18 mushrooms so far. I really feel like I picked up more. But that's probably just copium. I wish I had more. Okay, launch all these in. We're going to get a few more meters, but we're probably not actually going to make it that much further with the current upgrade level. That's still okay, but we just need to be sure to work back and forth so we don't outrange ourselves. There might be a better quality tree before too long anyway. We already found a fork in the path. We seem to be able to reach from here though. We just throw those trees into the oblivion. We got really good aim. We never miss. All the way from here, no problem. Money's piling up again. It would be nice to start finding some of the higher value trees. I would expect them to be not super far away from here. There's also sort of a clear path down. There are some caves and these little groves and stuff. Where we can pick up lots of mushrooms. Oh, there's one of the fairies, actually. We found one already. Okay, let me dump off these logs. This one was closer than I thought. So we smash that open. Thanks. Now I can finally stretch my wings and file a very strongly worded complaint. Same. We're doing good things. They should reward us handsomely for that. I also need to toss some of these logs in. I fear if they sit on the ground too long, I won't remember to toss them in. And a log on the ground is no good for us. Okay, we're going to toss a few more in with a little bit of time. I don't recall seeing any energy bushes nearby. So now we got to make our way back. And that's perfectly fine. There's an energy bush here. We could take a little bit more. So we will. Actually, you know what? I should chop some of these out of the way. Otherwise, you're just going to serve to annoy me. I'm going to worry I won't remember they're here and won't get them later. This is just some easy money. We got money bags. Not sure what that corresponds to. Probably the total amount of money we've earned. That would make the most sense. I was sort of forgetting to press R there to launch those in. But they'll make it in. They'll make it in anyways. $2,800 for us currently. There are those. I'd rather just sleep the whole night. Our stamina is getting so big. We're better off just doing it that way. So throw distance is going to be 4,200, but that's a pretty big jump. We will want that pretty soon. So I'm actually not going to take any upgrades, believe it or not. I do want more throw distance. We'll rest until morning. Now, do we go down the same corridor for now? We did find a ferry there already. Maybe we should change directions. So we went to the one light there. There is still one more down there, but it's further out. Maybe we should head in this direction. We got the reach to do it now. So we can start to plow our way in a little bit. Pick up the mushroom. I don't know where the actual little tentacle corridor is, but it is somewhere this way. I think I actually see tier 3 trees already in this direction too. That's actually going to be good. Because these are pretty close and we get $10 per tree. So they're double the tier 2s. They do take a little more to chop, but we'll make a lot more money off of these. And that's going to be good. We couldn't have gone this way until we had considerable upgrades anyway. We'll keep chopping these in. We will try and upgrade the swing power as well so we can start to take them down quicker. It's not like they're particularly slow. I think it is always be quicker. I just can't help but upgrade things. Okay, so all that in, all that in. Down it goes. Cool, down it goes. I think I need to go and get some energy back. Throw those in as well. $3,700 for us though. I'm going to try and improve swing power now while I'm here. $2,000 for that from 10 to 13. Hopefully that was worth it. And we can eat up some of that. Basically full. I'm hoping before we get too far in there we find another berry bush. There was actually one to the left. Hiding in there. So we'll maybe head towards that. That way we can just be sure to keep going. It's still, well, it's 3 hits to take down an entire tree right now. Which, yeah, will work. There's also the pipeline thing. I think that does lead somewhere if you follow it. It's sort of like a clue or an indicator. And eventually we'll do just that. For now, I don't really want to go too much further because I'm going to lose my throw distance thing. And if I can't throw the trees in, it just makes it all the harder for us. I'm trying to avoid carrying any more than I have to. It's so much faster just to chop them and toss them. Chop and toss. Chop and toss, rinse and repeat. Get in there. And there you go. Endless trees for us. Almost endless. We've only chopped 462 so far. We got a lot to go still. Yeah, we're out of energy. We're gonna have to go and call it a night. It's not worth it to pick up a single tree. I almost went the wrong direction. Actually, I rescued one of your friends. Are you happy about that? Thank you for helping my friends. I can still sense 5 in the forest, waiting for your help. 5? I didn't realize there was that many. Well, we'll still be nice and help each and every one of them. We have $3,000. And that means we're gonna rest. I don't know what the next axe costs. They might get a lot more expensive now. It's actually only 2,500. I don't know if that increases like the strength of the current axe or not. So I'm not going to risk that upgrade right now. It might only allow you to cut the next tree. It might not actually increase its power. And that's perfectly okay. Because we can still upgrade swing power, we just need to cut down enough $10 trees. I don't know what the next upgrade costs, but I assume it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 grand. That's based on just complete guess. But we could live with guesses. Making $1,000 on $10 trees, $10 wood is not going to be that hard to do. In fact, we're basically already there. When we run out of stamina, we'll go back and have a look. Upgrades are pretty consistent so far. Like the rate of upgrades, it goes continually. And that feels nice. And we like things that feel nice. Things that feel nice are nice. Okay, we got about $4,200. So let's go see some upgrades. Does the fairy want something now, or is that the gnome? That's the gnome. They just sort of overlapped a moment. We're out of energy anyway. Swing power can actually go up for 4,200, so we just have enough. Throw distance can also go up. I think I want swing power first. I have just a bit of energy. I think we can make do with swing power. Hopefully we can get a few more of those trees before we run out of distance. Otherwise I might have to go in a new direction. It shouldn't be unreasonably hard to make $4,200 back for the more throw distance. This still takes 3 hits. Oh no, that takes 2 hits. Nope, it takes 3 hits for a full health tree. Swing power went up, but it made no difference. That's troubling. But that's still okay. That power will come in handy somewhere. Maybe in combination with a new axe it'll help? It was only 2,500 for the next axe. But we also need more throw distance pretty badly. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to get away with this. Might run out sooner than later. We'll just keep throwing and throwing. We could also just single-handedly like make our way straight in, sort of exploring. But I do feel like we need to work up some upgrades. There's a mushroom cave right in front of me that we can't reach. Back out of the forest we go, but there's officially less than 10,000 trees left on the map. $1,100 left over. I do think I want the new axe. It's only going to be 2,500. We should be able to get there before too long. Provided we don't run out of throw distance. If not, we can change directions. But given that there are tier 3 trees here already, the next tier trees might not be that far away either. They might be somewhere not far ahead. There's also the older trees that are worth even more. I don't think I can cut those down if I'm helping the fairies. I think they're team tree. And believe it or not, I'm team tree. We're going to go save those 50 trees. I just need to cut 10,000 down on the way there. There's actually 1,000 of the special ones. That's a lot. So we're cutting down 10,000 trees to save the 1,000. I did just reload into the game, and I'm not actually sure if that just respawned that bush. I did reload into the exact same spot. Never considered that might be a thing. But I'm not about to start reloading the game every 10 seconds. I am about to start eating these mushrooms. Probably not eating them, probably storing them. I assume the gnome eats them. He seems like the type that would eat the glowing mushrooms in the forest. Probably little you can do to stop him, really. I see another berry bush way in there, but we're not going to get to that now. We have made lots of money, so I think we're going to go ahead and invest in the new axe. Hopefully I don't come to regret this decision. Regret would require some critical thinking, and I am sorely lacking that. Let's give it a try. Axe sharpening 3 to 4, $2,500. Done. Yeah, it really is starting to look more like an axe. Can't really afford anything there. Well, I might get a little more sprint endurance. Why not? I think we now get 4 seconds of that. Let's go see what our new axe can do. The sprint endurance, yeah, it's noticeable. It helps. It's a long ways to go. Waking up at 4 a.m. So the new axe did not help me swing better. I do think I'm seeing... Nope, they're just sort of the branches of the trees. I thought it was new leaves up top, so was it the next hero tree? But I still just these tier 3s. I will push past this berry bush. I also want to see how far I can throw for. That way we can come back with some quick, easy energy. This is a narrow little corridor. It's getting very narrow, and that's nice because we can actually somewhat understand where we are and where we're going. Some of the big wide ones can sort of be problematic. I think there's a bridge ahead. I can still throw at least as far as there. I'm not sure if we can throw all the way over here though. So far we can. And now we can't. We just crossed that limit. But we're going to try to make it to this at least because we can get some energy. There might be higher tier trees in front of me. I can't tell yet. We're going to need quite a bit more throw distance to get that far. Let's go ahead and scoop these up for now. Grab a mushroom. Those look like the same tier of tree. We have at least found a bridge, and that's something of note. Probably should grab that just in case. Give me those. Give me that while we're at it. Now, can we see anything interesting from here? Which way do we want to go? I don't know if it's worth it to be here right now because we gotta walk so far to throw these trees. And I can't see in the distance. The trees kind of fade out further away, so I'm not sure if it's a new tier. I'm not sure if there's a ferry over here. I think it could be hard to find things. That cave goes somewhere that way. But there could be stuff like just over that way and we can't see it through the trees. Almost as if we're in a forest or something. I think I'm actually going to head in a different direction right now. If I can't be throwing the full capacity, then I'm sort of not being super efficient. We'll grab this energy as we go. I don't really see anything over that way. We could at least stay here and harvest some of these trees. We only have $1,500 to our name, and that's not good enough. So we'll start on the edge of our throw distance and work our way back. We made 2 investments that did not actually really help us, and that doesn't feel great. So we got to make up for that by spending $4,200 on throw distance that will help us. We're basically already halfway there again. And the reality is it doesn't matter that we made those upgrades and they didn't help us, because we still get to chop trees. It is actually getting late in the day. One of the very few days where I actually did the whole thing. Or just about. Pick up a few of these straggler logs. Leave them lying everywhere. And just slowly make the walk home. The map is very big. We have chopped over 500 trees. Closer to 600. That's a lot. This guy never sleeps. He just creeps on us the whole time. We could see about the drone thing. I think it's really expensive. Interested in a drone? I can build you one that would automatically go out and harvest any missed logs for you. Oh, I need missing parts. You can have this radar. It should help you track the pieces down. The drone will fly around, pick up missed logs, and harvest them for you. I think he gave me radar to help. But that's fine. We don't have any of the parts yet, so they're not really going to be a big concern. We're going to go harvest some of these... Wait, the radar is actually going off. Is it always going off like that? Or am I actually going past a part? This is a new thing. I didn't have this before. It's going to be annoying to listen to, so I sort of want to just find it. Okay, it's right here. There it is. Okay, got it. Yeah, good. I just didn't want to listen to that. More specifically, I didn't want you to have to listen to that. That's not a very relaxing sound. That probably wasn't that loud anyway, but we want consistency. Calm, peaceful consistency. So anytime I hear that, I'll just try and find the part right away. Had I known it would do that, I just wouldn't have done that upgrade. Especially because in order to get the drone, we got to find other parts, and then I think pay a fortune for it anyway. So it's nothing beneficial to us for a while. maybe ever. And we have confirmed that the berry bushes do not respawn after reloading, because this one would have been full. It is in fact very empty right now. We're going to pick up right where we left off by throwing wood into the grinder. We're also completely out of energy. Luckily there's a berry bush right there we could take advantage of. And we're absolutely going That'll get us at least a few more chops. We are nearly at the $4,200 we need for more range. And that's really going to open up some possibilities for us. This one corridor is very running out of trees though at the same time. Toss it in, grab the mushroom. 2 mushrooms. My lucky day. And we're completely out of energy. We didn't quite get to $4,200. We did get reasonably close. Yeah, we could survive on this. We got the drone part, there's an extra $1. It's hard to see the logs laying in the grass sometimes. You know what? All we need to do is chop another like 12 trees. And with this axe, I think we can just one-shot these anyway. We don't even need 12 trees, we just need 12 woods. And there's the 12 woods we need, plus extras. Now we can get further throw distance, so we can work our way in further. Looking for the better trees. I'm not going to spend any more energy today, it's getting late anyways. Throw distance from 59 to 75. Upgrades are getting expensive as well. We'll continue on that route. We should be able to push it just a little bit further. There's still going to be a ferry somewhere. We just went the wrong way. Well, we can push further this way anyway for now, that's fine. It's not going to hurt anything to do it. As long as we're chopping the right trees, everything is okay. Oh, this was the right way after all. I'm getting myself turned around already and we haven't even gone anywhere. I guess in a sense though, I did want to continue that other path. Either way, not going to matter. Let's cross the bridge. I believe the red light was to the right, so let's head in that direction. Probably one of these already. There are a few more berry bushes here, so we could definitely... Oh, we can't throw it in from here. This is still too far. Well, we gotta change our plans again then. That's okay. This is a long ways on the grinder in this direction. The other paths, I think, are closer for longer. Pretty sure the next upgrade was over $8,000, so that's gonna take a second. We got time though. We'll get more swing power at some point as well, so we can chop these quicker. 3 hits isn't bad, but it still could be better. We'll just finish off this little grove of trees as a nice memento, and then we'll head back in that other direction. We've got wood to chop. We are 58 meters from home. I never really realized there's the meter reader up top. That would help us know where our limit is. It did jump up, but it still needs to be a lot more to push that far. We could like blaze a trail through the woods, but that's just not the same right now. We want to chop all the trees. We need all the upgrades. And this also makes it much easier to navigate because you can't get lost in a forest that doesn't exist anymore. We'll head our way back. I don't think that does anything. Probably just gonna have to sleep for the day. Because I don't really feel like restocking that energy anyway. Yeah, we'll restock our energy and we'll go back in that direction. I mean, it is 3 p.m. It's getting late. Still made nearly $2,000. That happened so quickly. So let's take a look this way. There's also a route that way that might be good. We did find the ferry in this direction though. Well, let's just see how much further in we can reach. We're already getting in there though. We'll go... How big is our thing? Was it 70 meters or so, I think? So we can go just about to here. I don't think we can go this far though. Yes, we can. The drone is starting to go off. There's a new part over here somewhere. There's more in this direction. I mean, we could do that so I could collect some trees for us in the background. It's just the rhythm of the beeping. The quicker it goes, the closer we're getting. It's getting closer. I think I actually hear it over here. I heard something over here. There it is. Knew it was there somewhere. We cut down a few trees in pursuit of that. We can actually chop all the way to here. That's not terrible. So we get some easy trees we can toss in. Somewhere here. Yeah, we're actually up to like 80 something meters. So we're doing decent with the distance and length. I just went crazy throwing trees in suddenly. How could I not though? It's just such easy money. Keep on throwing them in. The drone would be nice to keep cleaning up behind me though. It doesn't have to be super quick, just so long as it's moving something along passively. Should pay for itself before too long. But this is where we found the first ferry. We need to find more of those, so I might start heading in other directions towards them. The extra distance is kind of needed though. Or we have to start carrying energy drinks on us so we can keep pushing further. We're also once again out of energy, so let's clean up the logs we have as best we can. Take a whole big load of those. Carry them to here. We'll start to run around the perimeter, or the extent of our reach. We could toss them in from there. Eat a mushroom. I don't know if there's any more energy bushes. Yep, there sure are. There's at least one around. This was the extent of our range. We could try this corridor also. Because this one sort of runs like perpendicular to our base. So it doesn't necessarily bring us further away super quickly. We're sort of maintaining similar distance from it. There's also an energy bush there. So let's just start swinging away at trees for a sec, tossing them in, and exploring. We'll see what's hiding down this corridor. We'll maybe sort of hug the left wall. We might miss what's sort of in the center. We did find a cave. I wonder if this is the other side of the cave we ran into earlier. It actually might be. I kind of lost track of where that was. It hasn't helped that I had to keep reloading into the game. But that's okay. We'll run back in the same direction, and it is actually getting late, so I do need to get back. It will not be good if we're out after dark. It's not too far to get back. Energy bush. Yeah, I think tomorrow we might just head in a new direction. We'll go back that way. Should be close enough to the grinder anyway. We'll go find us more fairies. Oh, we do actually have the money for a whole bunch of things if we want them. Carry capacity might be good. Stamina would also be good right now. Let's get carry capacity and stamina. They just seem relatively cheap. Also swing power maybe actually. 8,500. So next upgrades are 8,500. That sounds expensive, but it might not be that bad. So the red light is that way. There's a little corridor here. We'll chop our way in and find it. I'm not going to go too crazy on tier 1 trees. They're only worth like $1. So we don't need to chop a lot of them. I do think I found my way into the corridor because we're still headed in this direction without anything obstructing us. There's an energy bush. We're going to eat that. And we're going to keep heading roughly this way. There is the like symbol on the heads up display up top. That might be a mushroom cave ahead. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at. Oh, a mushroom log. I forgot those existed. I pick a whole bunch of mushrooms up off of these in a hurry and then chop it up. These are tier 2 trees for sure. Well, maybe drift to the left here. We'll always try and sit to the left side of corridors for now. That might help with our navigation a little bit. Because everything kind of looks the same. There is also a bit of a problem with going down one side of these is that you can't see what's in the middle. We did find some new trees though. We're 86 meters out. I need to get to these. Just so we can push it a little further. That might have been my drone thing making sounds. We're also beyond the range of what we can throw from. We gotta get back somewhere here. Just about there. Alright, apparently we can't throw from here. Suddenly we gotta be within 60 meters. Not really sure what's dictating that. We'll take a little bit of a look around. The problem with having all the trees is we can't see the lights in the sky either, although there's one not far ahead of us. We'll push towards that one. We got quite a bit of energy. And if that gets us a ferry in the meantime, all the better. $5,640. Yeah, there's definitely a ferry here. And the next tier of trees. This is good. Fairy be free. Finally, I'm free. I can't tell how long I've been stuck in that orb. Those gnomes enslaved my family, but I still see their lights. Yeah, so do I. Be nice if you could go rescue them. You can actually fly through the forest. I've got a chop. We'll go dump some of these trees off. And then decide in a new direction. So we can make it to the ferries quickly if we try. We definitely got straight to that one. I'm not sure if this one has more forks to it. It probably does. Gonna throw a few of these in while I'm here and make some money today. It is also 4:45 already. So we definitely need to make it back. Which actually didn't take long. But now we know there's something in that direction. We're actually up to about $6,000, but we're gonna sleep. And then we need to head in a new direction. Maybe that direction tomorrow. Try and make it over there, make some money and or friends along the way. Sleep until morning. It's so disorienting so quick to wake up and the colors are all different. So pretty sure, yeah, this is the direction we started going in earlier. But now we gotta drift to the right at some point. In order to head towards the light at least. We'll go find that little ferry. Probably should have talked to the ferry back at base too. Get a little update for what we've accomplished. I don't think we can throw from this far. Nope, still can't. This is where the drone would come in handy, but maybe we'll find a drone part in this direction. I don't know how many parts it's going to need. But more. We know it's going to need more. I do think we can upgrade it so it carries more stuff, but I might also be imagining that. Take some berries, energy's back up. Back to the trees we go. Very slowly work your way in. This corridor seems fairly narrow, so we should be able to see most of what's in here. But it's getting wider. And that could be problematic. We could be very close to things and we would have no idea. We could look around a little bit. Like I see an energy push in that direction. I don't think we'll make it there with our current energy levels. That's sad. Oh, there's the next ferry though. We were so close. We might have an energy push not far behind us though. We can actually go back and top ourselves up and bring ourselves back in. We do find the ferry, so we're going to put our minds to it though. Berry bush right here. That should be enough to get us there. Provided I don't do any stupid swings along the way. Still only $5,900, but that doesn't seem like a big problem currently. I think there was a cave over there too, if I just saw that correctly. Gotta make it to the berry bush. And that will allow us to reach the pink fairy. Out you go. Oh, and there's the super trees, the super sacred trees. Thanks, I never thought I'd smell fresh air again. I heard them laugh when I begged. Not all gnomes, just these cruel, greedy few. Whatever you say. No, we gotta keep going back. We gotta dump off some trees for sure. I definitely need that extra throw distance. It's gonna be very slow to make money if I gotta run all the way back to dump them off every time. Can't remember what was in that direction. I've not been paying very good attention to directions in this. We don't have to run super far for these, and since we're here, let's just chop this out a bit. That'll also just help with future navigation. When we run over here, we can see the immediate fork. The trees all look the same, but the landscape corridors change, and that gives me some frame of reference. Those are getting late in the day, so we can only do this so many more times. We'll chop a few more here. Give me all those. Little of this. Actually, we can just scoop up all these. No need to waste our precious energy chopping. 7 o'clock also, we gotta get back. Trees go in. I don't need to waste any berry bushes. We'll just do the long, lonely, dark walk back in. Just a crazed psychopath running around with his axe. There's the ferry over there. We'll go for the light blue one tomorrow, see if we can start working our way in that direction. We're still up to $7,000 and we haven't really been trying for money. Thank you for helping my friends. I can still sense 3 in the forest. There's still so many out there. Is there really that many? I know where one is at least. We'll rest until morning. We'll probably make the money we need just chasing this blue one over here. The tentacles can be weird though too. Like in order to get to that one, we might actually have to go that way. But we know it's this way and then to the right. That much I can remember. I think last time we went that way. So this time we'll hang to this side. I don't think I've been down here. We can throw that in right away. There's a few dollars for us. There's an energy bush. So we did get the ferry here. But there'll be another one somewhere here or to the right. We maybe want to go to follow. I was over here somewhat. I don't know if I approached this from the other direction though. I don't remember what happened. I might actually have to follow this through. This might take us to where the other ferry is, because it was to the right. But this might also bring us to one of the other corridors, the other tentacles in the woods. Let's put it out here and see if there's any signs of where we are. This feels like it's too far this way. But you can see why this will get confusing. We're 120 meters from home. I'll chop my way into this one to try and get some idea of where exactly this is. I have no idea if this is anywhere near the ferry. 120 meters is quite far out though. We're definitely deep in the woods. I'll push it a little bit deeper. Because there's the next tier of tree as well. We definitely can't throw those in from here. But we do get to see them. Any fairies out there? How many chops are these going to take? These are only 3 themselves. So they're just as tough as the tier 3s. There's no energy bushes. There's one right there. Actually, I think I can get a little more. We'll push down this corridor as far as we can. See what's at the end of this one. Or until we run out of energy and then have to run all the way home. It's not going to be a short run. I think running along the edge, we maybe get the most room to maneuver. But there's also going to be less bushes and stuff to save us. Can hop over that one. We're 171 meters. We're way out. Okay, I've actually got to start running back just to make it home in time today. We ran a long ways out here. We found 0 fairies. But boy did we make it deep. Back to the trees. We don't want to miss our exit. Back into the cave we go. Maybe the ferry was that way. It's very disorienting coming into these caves. Because I especially have less frame of reference. I'm not sure which way I came from here. I'm pretty sure I just took every entrance to the right. So if we take everyone to the left, we might undo the progress we did. I am now second guessing myself. Ooh, it's getting dark. I think we're still okay. I think I did that right. We're still very far into the woods and it's getting late. But this time we did take a bit of a shortcut on this one. We ran down this side. Just keep going. We can throw the trees in. We made a little bit of money today. We definitely didn't make the 8,000 whatever we needed. That's alright though. We have a better idea of things now. It was an exploratory day. Getting out to see everything. To bedtime. A big sleep for everyone. Now we can start sort of in the light, so it was right in that direction. We can't even see the lights of the other ferries currently. We'll keep pushing this way though. I could try and keep going facing the direction of where the light was. I don't know if that's going to work. It was actually over there. I do think it was through that cave somewhere. We could throw that in. I kind of want to actually just push right to the end of this corridor. I feel like we were pretty close at 170 meters last time. So we just got to push ourselves a little bit further in. Because I don't think it's that way. Although it might be. It's hard to see in the forest, so that's why I got to remove all these pesky trees. So last time I think it went that way. Pretty sure that one dead ends. We're sort of follow the same path. And try and make it right to the end. See what that's gonna give us. Not really sure if it's to our benefit right now. But for the sake of exploration, we'll take a look. That's really what matters. We just want to see all the trees. I'm a tree enthusiast. We can jump too, so we could actually be jumping over more of these than I am. I just don't want to get stuck at the same time. So this is where it sort of takes a corner, and then... What's that thing? What is this? I don't know what that was. I've never seen that before. Can you give me these? Feast on mushrooms. No, we're still getting further away, 180 meters. Seems like we are. There's lots of mushroom logs here. I don't know if I have time to pick all these. Like, we're so far out that it takes the whole day just to get here and back. Is this a dead end? Where am I looking? This might actually be something of a dead end. I think I could just pluck those whole logs apparently. I'm not sure how I just did that. 184 meters. This, yeah, might just be a plain dead end with nothing to see. Which is not great for us, considering how far out here we are. There might be something over here. Do we have energy to go that far? Not really. We might actually just be heading back in the direction we came from. Yeah, we sure are. Can I get like one more of these trees down? Can I hop over stumps? So I gotta go run all the way back to get right back to where we were. Give me those at least. Yeah, I'm not really sure why this one dead ends here with nothing. Unless it continues that way, but it didn't look like it did. We'll head back to base. It's already 6:30. The time goes so quick in this. Might do a little bit of running in the night tonight. We really should just get that upgrade though so we can throw from further distances. That will help us make a little bit more money a little bit quicker. I do think this cave is just a bit of a shortcut between two of the tentacles out here too. I might be sort of doubling down. Like doubling up on one of the areas that I've somewhat explored. I'm not really sure. We go this way, I believe. Because I think these two sort of connect and then we come back to the forest we know. The forest we know and love. Definitely going to be a bit of a dark run home today. Hardly chopped any trees today. I'm forgetting about the lumberjack part of this. Darker and darker and darker. We'll just keep running in this direction. We're 50 meters from home. The darkness is closing in. Don't know if we're going to make this or not, actually. We're getting close. I don't know how close we have to be for the darkness to stop. 50 meters. So close to home. Not sure that matters. He just put us back. We were like right there. We don't need many more trees to upgrade, so let's just focus on that for a minute. Where's our best chance of finding trees that are close and valuable? Probably this way again. I can't even find my path into the woods over here. I should have made it bigger. So right here, probably. Well, we'll throw any tree we can in right now. And we'll hopefully find some fairly nearby value trees. We can go a little bit further. We're still in tier 2s. I could cut tier 2s. Tier 3s would obviously be better. Because I think I'm actually beyond my throw distance currently. Yeah, well, we could chop a few of these. We only need like $1,000. And these trees are in my way anyway. If there's a forest, that's a problem. We like meadows and prairies. We're the anti-tree coalition. Might have also found... Well, that's just a little mushroom cove. I don't know the term for that. A mushroom alcove, we'll call it. I don't really need one of those right now. I do have 170 mushrooms. That might be a lot, it might not be. Gotta remember to pick them up on the ground though. It's gonna be annoying if I do need a bunch and they're all sitting on the ground instead of in my pocket. Down they all go. Throw them all away. Good. Throwing them down. A couple more to go. So we actually have the money we need already. Even cutting tier 2 trees. These are tier 1 trees. Definitely not what we want. We're about out of stamina, so we'll go back and upgrade our throw distance. Then we can work our way further in. I will take that because I don't know if I'll ever come back to that berry bush again. You throw all these in. Feels wasteful to leave it on the ground. It is wasteful. Can hear the grinder working from here. Okay, let's go upgrade our throw distance. And then we're going to wander further into the woods tomorrow. $8,500. Well spent. We can now go 103 meters, which is way far in there. So we can start potentially getting tier 4 trees. It's funny how bad I've been about paying attention to which direction is to our benefit. We'll go this way though, because I think I can make it 104 meters. And still have valuable trees is what I'm trying to say, because we can throw them in from there. So for this route, I think we can actually go down the side, because this was when I kept running down and getting sort of... trying to get to the end. Well, I did get to the end, but then it wasn't as exciting as I'd hoped for. So these are still only tier 2 trees. Which is a shame if we're 100 meters out. It feels a little bit wasteful. Going that way would sort of be the same problem, though. Maybe we should go further past the cave this time. The ferry might actually be out here. It's very hard to orient myself direction-wise. We're still throwing in from here, which is good. I wonder if it's that way. I feel like there's also a corridor that way. I'm just always confused. Okay, I see we got deforestation because we knocked down 1,000 logs. Which is good. We can certainly do better than that though. 2 energy bushes as a reward for making it here. 3 actually. This feels like a bit of a dead-end corridor though, doesn't it? I just want to take a few trees down here sort of as a note. So if we see the spot we know, okay, there's nothing here. 120 meters. I feel like 120 meters is very commonly where these things will dead end. Somewhere thereabouts. We haven't gone this way yet though. And we're right at that length that we can throw in so we can explore and make money at the same time. The dream. And there'll be something somewhere in these corridors. Once you start finding the ends of them, that means you're sort of opening all the possibilities of what's out there. This one just feels really big. This one might also loop around to where we were earlier. And if that's the case, that's okay. We can just do a big loop. We'll deforest the forest along the way. Here's a cave. I don't know if I want to go in this one because I'm sort of already confused with where I am. Although I feel like I've been here. I feel like we did just do a big loop. Surprisingly hard to keep our bearings when I'm this tired. Give me those. We'll go back this way then. Keep throwing in. Home is this way at least. We know that much. It's over there, so I did do a big loop. But look at that money adding up. We got another $3,600 in the bank. We're also leaving a lot of logs sitting on the ground. I really want that drone for that reason. These ones are still worth $5 each too, and we one-shot them. So money-wise, it might be our fastest money per second we can do. That wasn't actually a terrible day. We did quite a bit of exploring, made some money, killed some trees. The dream. We still got a bit of time before the end of the day. A bit of energy also, so let's knock a few more down. Might as well. What else are we gonna do? Sleep? We like the dark. We shouldn't push our luck too much though. Okay, that's good. Everything goes in. Back we go. 48 meters from home. Eventually everything's easy to find if you just knock all the trees down. The funny thing is though, even then, it's not really that easy. It's such a big map. Is there anything we want to upgrade for this money? We could still do throw distance up to 150, so we know you can get a long ways away. Which could be nice. Swing power would be okay. Carry capacity is relatively cheap. Max stamina is relatively cheap. Walk speed can go up a few times. Sprint endurance. And we'll save our remaining $1,400. Extra walking speed helps a lot. Just for generally, you know, getting to where we're going. That one might actually be through one in this direction. I haven't really been up here yet, have I? Is there a corridor here? I think there actually is. I didn't realize there was one here before. This might lead to some pretty easy stuff. It'd be nice if it would lead to some easy trees. Here's some tier 2s that are only 50 meters out. That's good. Does this drift to the left? This one might go both directions here. I'm going to try and sit a little bit in the center of this corridor so I can see sort of side to side on it. I feel like this is where the cave spits out though. I feel like I'm finally forming a map in my brain. Long overdue. Money's piling up pretty quick. I feel like any second now we're going to run into where the cave spat out. And then that's going to click. We're into more valuable trees. These are only 83 meters out, so we can absolutely harvest some of these. They're definitely slower to go. I think the tier 2 trees are actually better value. Because we can just one-shot them, throw them all. Half the money, but probably at least twice the speed. It was very satisfying just to heave a whole bunch in. Where do you go on energy? I should really probably buy some energy drinks. I feel like that would boost my production quite a bit, really. We will pick up some mushrooms. All the mushrooms we can. Get some of those straggler woods. It's only noon, but I think we're just about ready to go home and go to bed. Knock a few more of these pesky trees down. Throw the ball in. It might be that like wind chime sound in the background that puts me to sleep. It like lulls me into a coma. Oh, there are actually some energy bushes right here. I forgot that they're off the nard near the bridges. We'll use this little bit of energy and a little bit of time we have to go a little bit further. Was there a deviation here? There is. So where does this one go now? This one goes that way to who knows whereville. Well, we can throw a few of these in too still, so we'll wander a little bit in this direction to see if there's anything out here worth our time. Might as well. This one's got a lot of tentacles on it. There's another energy bush there we're going to get. We are back over $4,000. We spent a lot yesterday, so that's a good sign. It is also 5 p.m., so I need to pay attention to that. We need to start heading home pretty soon. But we're going to get a little bit greedy and throw a few more in. There was a burst of butterflies over there. There's a drone part somewhere there. We might go and collect that, because if we're close to putting a drone together, that could be beneficial. I'm also reasonably unsure where I am. I think I got my bearings again. Yeah, I remember this part. Definitely took me a second to realize what direction we needed to go in. Because the bridge will be here, and we just run straight back from here. We're only 47 meters away. Plus our regular walking speed is quicker than it was before. If you don't make a fairly wide path, even the path itself can be really hard to find. We jump through the Stargate. 55.68. Money is getting easier and easier. What does the next axe cost? 10,000. We don't need that yet. We do probably want the drone parts. Are you ready for my drone yet? Can you help us with that? Interested in the drone? One more part to go. I was very close to that. Very close. We should be able to chop our way into it. I forget where my entry point is. Right here. Let's widen this up just a bit. That'll help us find it next time. It's supposed to help us find it next time. It likely will not. So we went down here, then we turned to the right somewhere. I think it was right up here. Okay, let's just chop that down just so I can see that a little bit better. Then we follow my little path through the woods. I think it was this one. Yeah, because the drone sound starts. This corridor is fairly narrow. There's an energy bush right there. I'm hoping the drone's easy to find because it's nice and narrow. Getting closer. Is it this way? Feels like it's this way. I didn't realize there's also an audio or a visual clue at the top that beeps quicker. I don't think it's this way. I think it's this way. Seems to be, yep. I see it actually. I see it from here. We're 111 meters in too. It'll be nice to get the drone going. Okay, we grab that bit. We'll keep going down here for a sec, just because we might as well. We'll see what's down here further. We definitely can't throw from here. But we can explore. We're going to start getting pretty lost out here. We are way deep. I see some tier 4 trees to the right. We're 125 meters in though. We are way in here. I'm going to get super lost. Can we see anything through the tier 4 trees? Not really. Well, since it's 3 p.m. and we're this far in, let's go back because I do also want to get the drone going. The drone is going to be our secret little weapon. There's also a cave there. I think this way, right? Well, we'll start throwing trees in as we go. A little bit low on energy. I'm trying to remember which way I came in here. I don't think it was this way now that I look. Trying to trace my steps back. It can be very hard to try and narrate things I'm doing and also thinking at the same time. Yeah, it was this one. Back on track. I need a ball of yarn I can follow. Kind of tempted to pick some of those up. I can't remember if trees, the drone needs mushrooms or not. Or if mushrooms are purely cosmetic. Maybe it's money? The drone will be busy though. I've got lots of wood scattered around the woods. I have not been diligent at all about picking it up. Away it all goes. Give me that. And then we run. We run and we run and we run. We stop for no one. Except for a couple trees here. Might as well widen this up a bit so we can see our path. Part of the problem is I can never find the same path again. Everything goes in. Look at the pretty colors. The pink sky. 10:30. We're actually almost there to our next thing. But let's go talk to our little friend about the drone. We found all these missing parts, so he should give it to us for free. Interested in a drone? I am. I can build you one that will automatically go out and harvest any missed logs for you. You found all the parts. I appreciate you recovering them. I'm afraid I still need to charge you a few mushrooms to build it. You can find them in the forest. 200. Deal. We got us a drone. It does need to recharge, but it will go around and pick us up some logs. And yeah, that's where we get more upgrades. So we want its capacity to go up right away. I don't really care about its... Okay, let's do... its capacity went from 10 to 15. Its energy went from 1 to 3. Its drone speed can go up by 50%. Its recharge rate can go up as well while we're at it. And it'll just work in the background. You can see it already. It's not traveling very far. Wait, I see another one over there, actually. If you back way up, I can finally see that. So there's a yellow one to the left in this direction. Soon we'll be able to throw from a lot further too, but for now that drone is just going to keep busy working in the background. So we go down here, then we stick to the left somewhere in this left corridor. We're also going to pick up more mushrooms now because we have relearned the value of mushrooms. They're very important to us. Give a few of these a chop along the way, keep that money going. I almost feel like I don't want to pick them up now. Because I can make the drone do it. Pretty sure yellow fairy is going to be in this direction then. We can throw the trees in here for a second. These will be valuable ones. They're not super quick to chop, but they're worth a few dollars. I feel like I'm going to get too sidetracked with mushrooms now. I got to pick them up if they're convenient, but not if they're not. There are caves and little coves full of mushrooms too, if I really get desperate for them. The drone is working away somewhere. It'll just pile up value in the background. I don't know if we'll notice it much for now, but it's doing its best. Sometimes I hear that sound. It's almost like a beeping in the background. I think it's just a random sound of this world. Sometimes I thought it was the drone radar. There might be something right there. It's hard to see through all these trees. No, maybe it just happened to look that way. I kind of peek through it, but it's hard. Okay, maybe not that way. What about that way? Where is this ferry? I also need an energy bush pretty quick. Really also got to remember to actually buy an energy drink. Oh wait, I've been here before. How have I been here before? Where is this? Near where the drone was, apparently. So this must just make all a big loop then, clearly. The only logical explanation for that is it's a big loop. We do have the money we need for further throwing power, so we're going to start doing that. I think we need to remove more trees to be able to see anything. Otherwise, we're going to get pretty lost in all this. Getting late in the day anyway, so we'll drop just a few more trees here. Just to help us see. It's so much easier if there's just less trees. I want nothing but corridors. Okay, we already took the mushrooms out of there. Too bad the drone can't grab mushrooms. This sort of reminds me of the time I cut down all of the trees in the forest. What a fun adventure that was. I loved doing that one. That was a long time ago. What a fun concept though. The game is called The Forest, so let's just take all the trees out. I'll forever find that one amusing. Back we go, we're going to widen up this corridor as well. I should throw most of these in myself, otherwise the drone is going to make a short trip for weak trees. I really should avoid chopping these all together. If I was smart, I would. But we also need to keep the drone employed too. That'll be there, off we go. $10,400. We actually really overshot our target. And that doesn't happen often. I think it was $8,500 for the upgrade. No, sorry, it was swing power was the bigger upgrade. Throw distance is still quite a ways away. Swing power, we'll take though too. Though when we get to those tougher trees, we can just plow through them. It's going to be hard to find... there's one there, there's two in that direction. Let's try this way this time. We have almost $2,000 left over. We really hollowed this one out. So we'll go further down this corridor maybe. Or maybe we will go back across and just follow a different route on the other side of the cave. Just throw a few of these things in while we're at it. Because I think we followed this corridor down to the end. But maybe we gotta take a different route out of the cave. Let's try that. Also, we can just feast on mushrooms while we're here to upgrade our little drone, because we didn't really go this way through the cave, to be fair. This might spit us out at somewhere entirely different. Or I could just dead end. Dead ends are fun. I mean, we do find lots of easy mushrooms here, so the drone can get that much better. I need the drone to be able to carry more at a time. Otherwise, what's the point? Swing power will help us plow through bigger trails. Give me that. Oh, that. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Good. Everything's making sense. I don't have to pick up every little mushroom. I don't know if I've... Yeah, this does dead end. Well, that's okay. The drone will be super good because of this. There'll be no trouble from it. Eat those up. Good enough. I don't want to waste too much time in the day chasing those two. Okay, I can't throw from here. That's fine. This is where the stronger trees start. Maybe I gotta go more to the left. There might be a thing. We'll try and hug to the left a little bit. We'll also take all of that. I think I can probably justify that more or less now. We'll go down here and see if there's anything else here. Directionally, I'm quite lost so far. I'm pretty sure I just went down the other side of this corridor. But there's got to be a ferry out here somewhere. Unless I'm going around it on both sides and it's somewhere in the middle. Definitely entirely possible. But it doesn't look like I've been over there, so I might have just missed this little tentacle. Nope, we've definitely been here before. Right, I remember where we were. So this was just a plain dead end. Which is very strange. So we need a new corridor somewhere over here. I think, unless I missed something down the end, but we're sort of running low on time again, so we gotta get back to base today. The drone looks like it's doing something in the background. We didn't make a ton of money ourselves today. The drone might have made us a little bit. But we do need to upgrade it before it's really going to be its full usefulness for us. Unless the ferry's like right here and I'm just going the wrong direction every time I leave the cave. It actually might be somewhere here. But I gotta take the route that I know back pretty quick because we're definitely low on time. Our increased walking speed will propel us. I'm happy I can go back and at least upgrade the drone. Grab a few of these on the way through. I really should stop wasting time. I gotta go. Is this the right way? Yeah, I think it was. I'm very sure I'm just missing one little turn or exit somewhere. But it's felt like forever since we found a ferry. I think I'm probably close to a few of them. Just missing them by a little bit. So much energy left today. It's also getting late. We really gotta go. We are getting quick though. These little legs of mine. Carry us like the wind. We're heading roughly towards home. It's so hard to see. Wait. What did I just do? Uh-oh, that's not good. I think I took a wrong turn. Is it here? Wait. Oh, yeah, I definitely started running the wrong direction. I don't know why. That's okay. New day. Let's talk about our drone upgrade. So with this one, we probably want more capacity. It needs to carry more trees for sure. We actually got a lot of mushrooms, so it can carry up to 20. It can move a little quicker. Let's also give it more energy, and its recharge rate goes up as well. Now, which direction do we want to go? So there's definitely two still in that direction, but I can't find either of them. At least not yet. Well, we'll try this one again. We'll just wander until we find it. Maybe we should stop trying to find it. Like, we see the yellow one right there. It's straight in that direction. Should be like straight down this corridor, really. So let's just sort of march straight toward it if we can for now. We can one-shot all of these trees, so we're killing them fairly efficiently. More mushrooms. I don't really care about those right now, so we'll hug the right side of this corridor. We're determined now. We can throw a few more of these higher value trees in as well. We're one-shotting them, which is good. It's got to be like right here somewhere. I might be going past it somewhere. I'm going to need more energy soon. You guys got any of those energy bushes around? I could use some more. 3 hits for these trees. Hopefully the drone can even come this far in. There's an energy bush. I need to get that. Then we'll try and pick a direction. There might be a gap in the trees right there that I'm seeing. I might be imagining that, but I feel like there's at least a little gap. Yeah, just a little gap. But a gap nonetheless. I guess when I run down the side of these, I'm not really looking in either. I'm probably running right past lots of things. We're actually 153 meters out. I forgot how long these corridors could be. I really want to get to that bush. Okay, actually made it to the bush, surprisingly. Now we gotta pick the easiest way forward. Knock a few of these down. 160 meters. This definitely might have changed since the last time I've played it. That could be why things are seeming especially hard to find. They always were reasonably hard to find, but you think I'd have some idea. Still not seeing anything outstanding. We did make $4,000 back without really trying. That definitely doesn't hurt anything. Whole lot of wandering in the woods. And this time we were just trying to plow straight through to the yellow one, but we didn't find it. But we can just go back to harvesting and upgrading for now. With our new axe and drone and power and everything, the money will come by quicker than ever. I don't know why I couldn't pick that up. Was too close or too far? Yeah, I guess we can start throwing those in again. We're definitely close enough that we can reach. In they all go, 4,500 with a little bit of easy money here. Yeah, tomorrow we'll just focus on trying to make some money again. I think that's going to do good things for us. If I get the further throw distance, we can go back to exploring and making money. That's really where we thrive. Open up, go to bed, rest until morning. The throw distance is going to be expensive, but ultimately we'll survive. So straight this way, we'll just harvest whatever we can. A little free-for-all. Even these are fine. I'll take these. Oh, these are $1 trees. I thought these were the next ones. It's too dark in the mornings. Perfect. These will work better. They're not as good as the next ones, but they're still fine. We can eat up a lot of money in a hurry on these guys. And it'll just help us with our navigation too, if there's just less trees to block or obscure our methods. Hopefully that drone is earning us lots of money. Its capacity should be bigger. It's definitely not as quick as us doing this, but it will go catch all those stragglers out there in the world. And hopefully it works its way into more and more valuable trees. All the ones immediately near it are tier 1 trees. It's not going to make a lot of money yet, but once it gets into the higher value trees way out there, every load will actually be significant. It feels so much different once you start to take the trees out. The world feels so much easier to figure out. We'll throw a few of these in. We gotta go eat those berry bushes over there, and then we're maybe gonna move into some higher value trees again. But we made several $1,000s already today. What a different feeling game now. Give me that, and give me that. There, you could also see the lights a lot better too once you remove all the trees naturally. They don't obscure your the horizon. Alright, we're gonna chop a few of these now. Actually, no, while we're at it, we need these for our drone. We're drone obsessed suddenly. And we can one-shot these now, so we'll actually make a lot of money in a hurry right here in this pocket. It would be nice to break it back through to the original pocket, and we very well might still. That way we don't need to navigate through the forest, we just need to navigate the corridors. Keep forgetting about the energy drinks every time I go back. Really need to start to try to get some of those. I think this could help propel us forward. Because if we could just push through to where I think the teleporters are, we could teleport back and forth very quickly instead of having to run all the way out. I feel like we're constantly getting 90% of the way there before having to turn around. Money's piling up, though we're up to almost 10 grand. Being able to one-shot these trees with this much stamina is going to make us very rich. Getting a little bit later in the day. So everything's getting tired. We're 94 meters out. We can still throw in from here, but we can't go too much further. $10 per tree, though. We're over 11 grand in the bank. Just about out of energy. Toss a few more trees in. That was a good day. There's still trees all over the ground too. I'm just not at all efficiently picking these up. We'll do a little bit of a wander through them. Grab a couple trees here just to clear the way, and back we go. Call it a day, but what a day it was. Grab a few more trees. It'd be nice to see if there's a way, like, we can see how much the drone is earning us. We're not sure if it's working at all. Haven't seen it in eons. $13,000 for us, though. 13,000 is plenty of money. Tomorrow it's only going to go up. So we're going to look at this. $50 for an e-drink. That seems easy, doesn't it? How many of those can I hold? 10. So we're going to buy some e-drinks. No one knows for sure what the E stands for. One day we may get an answer on that. Back into the woods. So with the e-drink we could push further. I'm just not sure what direction to go in. Like, I know there's a teleport out there somewhere. There's a yellow light straight in that direction. There's most definitely a ferry there. It's just very hard to go in a straight direction to get to it. Okay, we cleared all that out. I don't know if we've even been that way at all. And that's always something we should pay attention to. If we haven't gone a direction, might be a good thing to try and explore. We might push that way a little bit today. Also probably could have upgraded the drone a little bit. Had some mushrooms to spend. Its upgrades are getting expensive though. I might actually not have been able to afford anything. In with all this. Let's try going this way for a second to see where this leads. I do feel like this one's a little bit closer into base, so we can follow it along without getting too far away. Yeah, we're actually getting closer to home by going this way. But this definitely connects to somewhere else I've been. They all connect. Or most of them do. Or a few of them do. I have no idea. It's very confusing. At some point I might have to take a minute to actually sort of map this all out. In the meantime, we're going to chop wood and wander. We make money for exploring. That's really what matters. I don't know if I've been down this little corridor at all, though. Yeah, looks like I have, actually. I keep thinking I haven't been somewhere, only to realize I have. It's really hard to find unexplored ground for ourselves. Which is why we're going to start just deforesting everything along the way. Then there's no second guessing. If there's no trees, then we've been there. Our natural lumberjack tendencies are shining today. They all go down. Give me everything here. Trees going in. I'm going to try an energy drink. That actually, 50 energy is a lot. I definitely could have been using those more so far. Okay, well, I want the rest of these tier of trees. Haven't really been that way either. I guess I have, but I might have come from the other direction. It's very confusing. Trees are in. In again. Do some more and some more and some more. Beautiful. 5 o'clock. Let's start heading back. The drone can clean up sort of the stragglers here. I'll get what I can on the way in. We'll head for home. Oh, the drone is here. It does work. I got 53 mushrooms. I will definitely spend those. Where's our $20,300? Money's coming easier. All the upgrades will make everything a lot easier. I'm going to buy some energy drinks. I'm actually going to top myself up on those. $50 is quite cheap at this point. That's only a couple trees, really. So throw distance is now 150. That's maxed. Max stamina can go up as well. Just to be sure we can really hack and slash those trees down. Pretty committed to find this yellow one now. We will go find it. Even after all that, we have 600. I forgot about the drone upgrade. That's fine. We could do the drone upgrade tomorrow. The blue one seems closer, doesn't it? But the yellow one calls to me. The blue one might actually be that way. Can we see the yellow one? Yeah, it's right there. We can still see it. We should be able to throw, what was it, 150? So we can go a long ways in here. We can actually just walk through our paths. We've already cut a bunch of trees down and launch those in. We can also launch these trees in. When these finally land, we'll know how much they're worth. They gotta fly 40 miles to get in there. Give me that. So the logs are still $10, 25. These are worth 2.5 times the other ones. So we'll toss them all in. The yellow fairy's got to be right here somewhere. We're actually past our 150 meter mark. So I'll go back and toss a few of those in. The yellow fairy could, would, and should be somewhere here. Now I need more swing power, but we made another $4,400. These trees are worth a lot. We will have to carry them to throw them though from here. The yellow fairy hopefully is the hardest one to find, because we really have to work for this one. And I don't know if they're probably going to appreciate how much work it took to rescue them. That might be the part of the A-frame there. That might have also been a tree branch. I might be seeing what I want to see. We are so far out here. That is part of the ferry. Hopefully that's the yellow one. We finally found it. 400 miles into the woods. We got energy drinks too, so we can spend. It's only 2 p.m. We got time today. Give me all that. Finally. The long-lost yellow fairy. Freedom! Let those gnomes hear us coming. Let the machines tremble. We're taking the forest back. Yeah, about that. The forest is having a rough time. I'm taking care of that part personally. Hopefully the drone flies all the way here for these. These are far and away the more valuable logs. Pushing a little deeper in. I'm hoping we can find something useful. 180 meters into the woods. At this point I can't really risk going any further. We're just going to start heading back. There may or may not be better stuff out there. But for now, we gotta head back. Otherwise it's going to get dark. And then we'll get scared. We won't be able to see anything. We're still a long ways out. I don't know why I felt compelled to eat that, but I did. So we can start to throw in again though too. So on the way back we'll throw some logs and we'll still make lots of money today, even though we're just sort of picking up pre-cut logs. Should also cut some on the way out maybe. I don't know if I have time for this. But we gotta make some money every day. Can't let the drone have all the fun. I really gotta clear out these trees because these kind of keep messing with me. I keep thinking I'm going the wrong way. Because there should be no trees left at this point. I'm anti-tree. Every dollar earned on this video will go to deforesting the world. Team anti-tree. Give me that, give me that. Straight home, it's actually getting pretty late. I pushed it, but I was not punished for it. $6,977 for us. Wait, what is that? Toss logs. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. So, what do we need next? Swing power, stamina, walk speed, probably swing power. Carry capacity would also be good actually to move more of those logs. I'm actually going to get that twice. That way if I do have to start carrying a lot, we can really fill up before moving. So we got the yellow one. What do we think the blue one is? It's got to be that way. I do think these two connect though. Drone upgrade. I do remember. It just takes me a while. Now, what do we want to do here? Capacity maybe? Capacity gets bigger quickly. We have exactly enough for it. It's like it's a sign. 30 logs at a time. It's higher than I can even count. You're such a tiny little axe too. Now if we take a look back, do we see the light blue light here anywhere? I think it was that way. Because there was one here, but that doesn't mean there's not another one. There's clearly lots out here. Throw these in. Because was this the one that leads to the cave every time? Yeah. So let's not take the cave. Let's wander out this way a minute. We got energy drinks and hopes and dreams. So the cave would have taken us to the right. This might just dead end. Okay, lots of nice stuff sitting here on the ground though. Because this is only 120 meters out. That's actually not that bad, relatively speaking. We'll knock the rest of these down for a moment, just so we know when we come to this area that this is very clearly a dead end. Nothing more to see. Nothing more hiding out here. So then we'll work that way. Because maybe there's a channel that goes that way. It seems there is. Might get pretty lost out here today. How far are we? 86 meters. So we're not super far out. There's a cave here. With just mushrooms in it and not much else. That's okay. Mushrooms are upgrades for our beloved drone. If it gets faster too, it might end up being quite strong. It is just working away diligently in the background. So many pretty colors. I will apply that filter to try and meet those. They're not crazy bright, but they're bright enough. It's no fun being flashbanged when you're trying to sleep. Okay, well, I think we made a full loop essentially. Wait, there's a corridor this way. It might be one of those where like it essentially makes like a donut shape And then the thing is actually in the center. So I've been going around it the whole time. It's 5 o'clock, so I can't really wander too far in here. It's so hard to see everything through the trees. I keep feeling like I've seen things. But I'm just seeing what I want to see. This was a drone part I already got. Alright, well, we'll start heading back because, yeah, we're basically found our way back to the one ferry that we found on repeat this entire time. Cut a few trees on the way out. Made another $3,600 without trying, though. So that's a good sign. We've cut almost 2,000 trees. Our tree cutting rate is going up. There's still 10,000 trees to go. Sorry, there's still 8,200 or so trees to go. Good. I will take more walk speed, honestly. I do spend a lot of time walking. I think that might multiply our sprint speed. We'll take a little more sprint duration too. So it's definitely that direction. I'm going to go this way and swing left. We're going to try that instead. We are starting to move pretty quick. I can appreciate that. We do run a long ways. There is also the thing at the top I think is showing us where our teleporter, because that almost lines perfectly up with this, really. I feel like the cave comes across here, though. But the blue ferry was basically straight that way. So if we can just run straight that way, we should find it. Cutting a few of these along the way. Here's a cave. I don't think I've been in this cave, though. I would have picked these up. Maybe this one just dead ends, though, anyway. Oh, there's a little, whatever that was, collectible. That's 2 collectibles we found so far in this enormous place. What more could go wrong? Pick a few of those. Yep, good. Yep. Mushrooms galore. Alright, we can't get distracted. We gotta keep going. We got lots of energy drinks on us, though. We've definitely already been here, too. Let me just toss some of these in. Maybe we just didn't go all the way down? I haven't really been keeping track of my progress, too. I might have stopped prior to this. We can throw these logs in anyway, so we'll make some easy money on these ones. Blue Fairy's gotta be somewhere here. But, like, we'll get back into weaker trees this way. We're still technically getting further into the forest. I think I want to just sort of look that way, because I think there's a fork right here. Maybe a cave? Does that go somewhere? Nope, it's just a little mushroom cave. It's getting a little bit later in the day. We'll wander this way for a minute. We are getting further out this way, even though we're into less quality trees. Maybe that threw me off before. Maybe I assumed I was going the wrong way. Yeah, because I was getting into less valuable trees, when in fact, it tricked me. Thank you, stranger. Time to cause a little chaos. The gnomes thought they could bottle this. Big mistake. Huge. Huge, they say. Well, there's a bridge out here. You know what? We're 150 meters. It's showing a teleport thing that way? Is that what that's showing me? I don't know what's this way there for. We might just go here until the day ends. Oh, we're back to the super trees. I don't think I want to cut those down. So let's head back towards home. It's a bit of a run. We'll see how many fairies we got, and then we'll see which ones we need to head for next. I think it was this way. We might end up just being hopelessly lost today and having to sleep out in the woods. Worst things have happened. So, right, I remember when I was here. We're still 111 meters from home. That's not a great sign for us. I guess we do run pretty quick, though. But I troubleshooted my way to the light blue fairy. Gotta do a little sprint here. I think if I stop this sprint before it goes red, it recharges quicker. Would that be correct? Yep. Finally bringing on those base mechanics we should have learned ages ago. I was enjoying chopping though. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. $7,400 to our name. Trees are just landing now. They have to fly for so long. Rest until morning. We'll see about upgrading the drone for 92 mushrooms. Then we'll see what color fairy is next. Do you not want my business today, or is he mad about the fairies? Thank you for helping my friends. I can still sense one in the forest. Do you know where the last one is? So if we look around here, can we see any lights in the distance? There's a lot of particles. It's going to make it really hard to find the last one if I have no idea what direction it's in. Sometimes maybe we just really look over the horizon. Like stand way back. I actually have no idea where it's going to be. I guess maybe this way? I don't really know where I'm going. I've already wasted enough time in the day that I feel like I should actually sleep. Does my gnome friend want anything? Can you come over here? Any updates? It's important to work it regularly if you wish to make any progress through the forest. I'm actually going to sleep so we can get a fresh start in the day. If I get to run all the way to the back, we're going to need a fresh start. Okay, we're going to try this way randomly. There's one more fairy out there. It's going to be hard to see the light in the sky unless we're somewhat close. We've probably already seen it. I've just forgotten because I haven't been keeping track. I do sort of want to head towards what I think is a teleporter on the map. We got the capacity to get there, I think. There's also just a lot of random wood sitting around we can toss in. So we're already 110 meters, so if we just keep pushing towards the refresh circle up top there, straight this way, it'll hopefully bring us there. I'm not sure why this is significant, but we'll see what it is, and then we can make a plan from that. It's at least something to work towards, because I have no idea what that last fairy is going to be. Depending on where it is, it might take a while to find, so we'll find anything else we can in the meantime. And keep making money and upgrading. We're tearing through these trees pretty quick. We're just past our tossing capacity, or at least we're supposed to be. 150 meters. But we're making a beeline for whatever that thing is. Gotta be significant if it's showing up on the map. We're able to push a long ways in now. I probably should have paid more attention to where the super trees are too. Okay, we did find one of the teleporters. Apparently it's not exactly where the thing was, but... So if we want to go back home, we can that way. There's also lots of energy bushes here and mushrooms. But we got a quick way home. Actually, I should stand at the back of this and see if I can see the light anywhere. And I can't. So I don't think the ferry's in this direction. But there was a fork to the other side, I believe. Maybe there wasn't. But the teleporter symbol is still over there. So maybe I went down the wrong tentacle. Well, for now, I'll chop a few trees here. They can just land all the way back at base because we can just teleport home when we're done. This would just be some easy money for us. Also, Mushroom Cave wouldn't be the worst idea to go ahead and get a hold of. Give me all those. Perfect. Back we go again. Tossing away. Trees and money galore. Actually, we're back up to $12,000. So we're getting high up on the upgrades. So we can upgrade our swing power soon, maybe to chop through the next tier of trees even quicker. Not that they're really slowing us down that much at this point. It's just nice to have all the upgrades. You can never have too many. A little bit more energy. It's about 7 p.m. so we're going to head to the teleporter pretty soon, just in case it doesn't work the way I think it does. Either way, I think we're pretty boned at this point if it doesn't work. We're just too far out to run back. Look at all those delicious trees, though. $14,000 for us. Okay, we'll head back to the teleporter. Grabbing a few greedy mushrooms along the way. Should be right in front of us. 200 meters out. A full 200 meters, that's crazy. Warp. And we're home again. Any lights out there indicating where the missing ferry is? Thought I saw something there. I didn't. Okay, yeah, we'll throw the logs in. Good. Go to bed. $17,000. $16,000 really. So we don't need much more for swing power. Don't know if I really want to upgrade any of those. So we could take that one back. I just genuinely don't know which way to go. We'll go this way. We'll go wander this way for a minute to see if any lights happen to pop up anywhere. Follow the pipeline. I think the biggest problem is in the morning I just pick a random direction and go without really paying attention or associating it with anything. So by tomorrow, I'll have forgotten which way I went today. Let's try this way. We're still making lots of money just throwing all this into the thing from here. Maybe we'll try this way. See what's over here. Nice mushroom cave. Is this where that other one spat out though and I kept popping out and running? Yeah, it seems like it. So the mushroom cave went this way. We'll still try it in this direction for now. We'll just chop down trees until we see what we see. We got lots of time and energy now. We can absolutely blast through these trees. And we can throw them in from here for a while. This might actually be a new corridor that I never saw before because it's kind of tucked away over here. I'm not sure I'm seeing any cut trees on either side of this, so this might be a new one. That could be very helpful for us. Until it connects to a touched corridor. Which it is... That's a different cave, though. I haven't seen this cave, I don't think. I have. But not from this side, apparently, or not from the side I came through. Alright, so I was over there. I think that makes sense. I think I gotta go back this way. This goes multiple directions. Does this just spit back out? Yeah, this just spits back out a little ahead. Where I've been before? This is going back towards home again. Did I just do a big loop like a dummy? I think I might have. We're gonna keep heading this way then. Maybe we keep heading towards that swirly symbol on the minimap. It'll just take us where we need to go eventually. Definitely cut out a pretty good swath here. We'll keep heading towards that. And see if I can do anything for us. Although this might be taking us right back to our teleporter. I might have run right down the same place we went yesterday. I sure did. Alright, well, I think I got a pretty good idea what direction that was today at least. So we don't have to do that one again. We're also over $21,000. So we can absolutely get some upgrades. And we will. Okay, good to know. We've double checked that the teleporter is still there. Time for some upgrades. Swing power, maxed. We got $5,000 left over. Can we upgrade the drone now? Are you finally ready for that? Looks like he is. So drone capacity can go up. It's up to 40 logs now. It's now maxed. Tomorrow we'll pick a new direction to go wander in. Don't know what direction it's going to be yet. So... now I'm second guessing myself. Which direction do we go? I'm pretty sure I went that direction yesterday morning. Let's try this one. Let's see what's down here. We got a super run speed. Do I want to go left or right here? I've memorized this part because I know that there's a fork in the road here. There's still lots of things we haven't seen out here. Wait, I didn't rest until morning, did I? I did not. We're about to pass out again. I completely forgot to rest. I thought it was especially dark. Alright, so we done that one. Could do that one. I wish I could get up higher so I could see that light. There's one more ferry out there somewhere. I think this is maybe the loneliest of the corridors. And when there's so many trees like this, like it could be branching out right here and I wouldn't notice. There's a little mushroom hollow. I don't know if I want to carry... I'm not going to care about mushrooms for a while. I'm not worried about the drone. We're just going to go do some new deforestation. We'll try it this way. We're just looking for untouched forest, really. Like, there's cut logs here, so we've obviously been here. But we'll keep going. Is this where the super logs were? It actually might have been. Well, we'll drift over here to the right. Like, there's a corridor over here. I don't know if we've been over here. This feels like it might be significant at this point. Anytime we find an untouched corridor, we should be happy. We spent a lot of hours shopping to the woods so far. Eventually the answer will reveal itself. Even if we have to cut down every tree in this forest. Did I see something? Again, I might just be starting to hallucinate. We've been at this for a while. Straight down we go. Nothing over there. It's those cross branches I see sometimes that make me think it's something. Is this a cave? Just a little inlet. 168 meters. I took an energy drink there. Just to be sure to top ourselves up. This goes somewhere. I haven't been down this one yet. That's a tricky thing. There's these narrow little corridors that you sort of walk right past a million times. You don't see them until you do. I heard that squeaking sound again. I thought it was something significant. It was not. Like, it really swing the axe fast when we time it right on the trees. Is there a fork here? No, I might just be imagining that. Do we go this way? 174 meters out. It's pretty dark in the forest here. I thought it was turning nighttime, but it's still fairly early. We might end up just falling asleep in the woods today again, depending on how far this is going to go. We are so far out there. I might just have to deforest more spots randomly to try and see the lights on the horizons. Okay, where is this going to lead us exactly? We're 192 meters. I think 200 meters was where the teleporter was on the other one, so 200 meters is going to have something for us here. Maybe not. Getting later in the day. I might need that lantern from the man so we can actually see at night, because it takes forever to get out here. Is there really nothing out here? Wait, we're getting closer again. Whatever was out here, I might have just walked past it. It's all the way out here. This maxes out somewhere here. Yeah, it's really about it right here. Is there something in here? There must be something somewhere here. We're way out here. Wait, what is that? Oh yeah, there's this. It's not significant yet, but I think it will be. We can't teleport here, but I'm pretty sure that was down the, Now I'm not sure I can remember how to get here. I don't remember which tentacle this was in. I think I do. If I go home, I'm gonna have to reflect on that in the morning. Sadly, I think we're just gonna fall asleep out here in the woods. Slowly gonna drift away, but I'm gonna take every tree I can down with me. We'll all fall asleep together. I think I might lose the trees that I'm holding, but I mean, I won't miss them. There's the boiler thing again. We have a rough idea where that is. So one more ferry somewhere out there. I really wish I could see the thing. So I'm pretty sure the boiler was that way. Been that way. I guess we go this way again. But that's towards that thing again. Maybe this way. Beyond the teleporter. We'll try beyond the teleporter, across the double bridge. I feel like this was the one earlier where they had the yellow and the other one though. Was that not right? It's so easy to second guess myself now. We'll keep chopping away this way. Eventually the answers will come to us. So there's also that corridor I sort of followed. Because that's the one where I thought it was maybe like a donut. No lights in the sky anywhere? I would be thrilled to find a light in the sky. We'll keep going this way. While chopping some wood and throwing it in too. We still have another, we still got $7,400. Just been really bad at remembering where anything is. But I am just focused on chopping and tossing wood. That's really the only thing that matters ever. So there's the cave. A cave. I might also be mixing up the caves and thinking I've already been through them. And that they're like the end I keep coming out of, and I could have that completely backwards. These still take 2 hits, which is mildly annoying. We'll go this way. Try and go in the directions less traveled. We're flying blind through the woods. This is sort of take us towards home again, so this might actually just loop back. But I feel like that sometimes, and it doesn't do that. It can sort of wander in all sorts of directions. Eventually, we will find what we're looking for. In the meantime, we can always throw logs into the grinder. So home is going to be that way. Let's head back this way. I have actually just reloaded in, so I feel a little bit more lost than usual, and that'll be all right. We'll just keep wandering and wandering. We'll have fresh eyes on things now, so we'll be able to find what we're looking for faster. I actually have no idea where I left off. Wait, is that a blue light right there? Oh, that's the drone. It had me excited for a second. I thought I finally found it. I don't actually know what color fairy is left, but any light in the sky that's not the drone will be what we're looking for. But now we're going to head on back and sleep for the night. Get a fresh start in the morning. Not going to pick up energy berries along the way. We're just going to run back like a madman. So that was the route behind the teleporter. I'm not allowed to go through that anymore because it's a warp now. Now that I've had a little bit of rest, my brain should be a lot better suited for dealing with this. Off to bed we go until morning. So maybe we'll do this in a smart way. Maybe we'll systematically go through the different routes. Starting with this one, I'm pretty sure I cleared this one a lot of the way down. Just to be sure though. Right, this one's easy to remember because it's got the pipe, so let's start with that one. Oh no, the pipe route is clear. I think I had a tendency to go to the left yesterday. So let's stick to the right. Knock down a few trees along the way for a little bit more money. We do have $12,250 currently, which isn't a small amount. No, we tend to go... Oh, wait, what was that? Nothing. It was a ferry. It was a tree ferry. We could throw lots of these in though, so there was a ferry here. Got it. No, we haven't... oh, that's right. We hit these. Okay, so the valve thing takes us to these. There's a higher tier tree. So I don't think we've been back here. Unless there's multiple grows of the big tree. It's still early in the day, so let's just follow this right edge along, chopping these valuable trees as we go. We'll just make some easy money while we explore. I do need to keep looking outwards though. I might be walking right past a lot of stuff if we follow the edge. But following the edge is a good strategy for now, because then we'll see any forks. Might also be a bad strategy because of that. But this is the, like behind the gnome booth, past the valve and the pipes. Because those have to lead to something. They've got to be indicating something back here. Surely they do. We're 136 meters out. We're kind of staying there. We must be sort of going perpendicular to our home base. Really makes you appreciate how many trees and how big this map is, that we haven't really seen any of this yet. Do we want to pick these up? We don't really need these anymore. We kind of do. We might for other things. Our drone is pretty upgraded, but not super upgraded. Alright, from here I'm just going to go straight out a little bit. Try and see what's out here. It's 2:15. There's another boiler thing. That's interesting. Okay, boiler. I think that means we're at about the end. Because we are only 160 meters in this direction. That's kind of interesting. Okay, we're going to have an energy drink. Give me 50 energy back. And we're going to go down this other side. There was also a collectible there that I didn't even see. But this route's nice because we can throw trees in the whole way. We're just going to keep going straight this way. Finding whatever we can along the way. There's got to be a thing out here somewhere. Because we hadn't explored past the super logs. That's just a regular mushroom. So many pretty colors in this game get me so distracted. But we haven't really been up this tentacle that much because I always stopped when we hit the super trees. I can't really waste too much time right now. It's getting late in the day. Actually, we're already at the point where I either need to go straight back to my current former path or hope for a teleporter. And actually, we might have just wandered... Nope, that's not a teleporter. This is prison. I do vaguely remember that. We're pretty out of time, though. Let's try and make our way back to our path or something. Maybe this way. I think we're probably going to end up sleeping outside today. It's crazy how much of this we haven't seen yet. Actually, these are quick chop trees, so we can go through these quick. And so we will. We're at a sprint power, 9 p.m. I think we're behind the super trees now. This is so much easier when my brain isn't asleep to navigate and think. Yeah, I hit my path again, I think. Yeah, okay, so I roughly know where I am. Which way's home? Not that way. Home is that way? Oh, I got really turned around then. Pretty sure we're going to end up sleeping in the dark here today. Oh, I do think I know where I am roughly. I don't think I can make it back in time. Not if we're 134 meters and it's already this dark. That's alright though. We found another boiler thing, so I got a pretty good idea where that is. I did get very turned around at the end there though, which was odd, but now it's the morning. We got a fresh look at everything. $24,000 to spend, so if I do want more, say, walk speed, we sure can. Just to move us along a little quicker. We could get a better axe for 10,000, so we might as well. There's a better one for 25,000. Not sure it's going to make a difference. So this was this little arm. Maybe I don't need to do this one anymore. Should we work our way systematically? Clockwise. Let's start to add some kind of actual plan to this. We're going to go clockwise through this. Now, I think we've done a lot of this one. I've gone both directions. I'm drifting left again. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should stick to the right. Yesterday I was going very much the other way. So yeah, right, that's where that ferry was. And then further up, I believe, was where the cave was. Was that correct? Because yeah, this was the cave. Because I very thoroughly did that one a few times. Because I could just, for the life of me, figure that out for some reason. But I'm pretty sure this one will take me to one of the... Oh, not this one. Will take me to one of the other tentacles. Depending on where this is going to spit me out particularly. Because for this one, we always went to the left. So let's try going to the right a little bit. Maybe we have been this way. Maybe not, though. Okay, we're throwing... yeah, here's more of these trees. Interesting. With the fresh eyes on myself today, we're finding more groves of these. And this shouldn't be the same grove we just found. No, we went a very different direction today. Okay, here's a bridge. Have we actually not been to this bridge? Oh, this is interesting. We haven't... Oh, wait. Is that the ferry? I might have just found it. There's a ferry here? I don't know if I've been to this bridge, have I? There was a piece of wood there. Oh, we have been here. Got it. All right. From here... we'll just wander this way. There's higher quality trees here. What time is it? 3 o'clock? Let's wander in this direction and see where it might lead us. Oh, well, apparently we're really close to another teleporter, so that's good to know. Do we have to activate this to use it? Okay, so now we can choose between different locations. That's going to get confusing. That's fine. It's 4:30, so maybe we'll see if we can buy a drone upgrade. I don't know if we can afford any. We don't have as many mushrooms as I thought. Hello, my friend. It actually only costs 40 for some of these, so more speed, recharge rate, energy capacity. I'd rather have speed. Make it go quick. Alright, so we kind of explored that tentacle. There was 2 empty ferries in those directions. So I believe that was, we're working counterclockwise. Started there, did this one. Should we try this one now? Where's this one going to take us? We could try this one. This was the narrow little one that I kept having trouble finding my way into, I believe. So we go over the bridge. Then it splits right away. Right, that's where it got all... There's lots of paths through that. We chopped a lot of this nice and early, yeah. We chopped a lot of this early. And then, pretty sure we explored up here. But we very well might not have. I should be looking for fairy lights in the sky as well. Chop some trees. I gotta top up my energy drinks. I actually drank half of them without really realizing. I probably spent some time here over the hours because these trees are a little bit more valuable. Okay, it gets very narrow here. And sometimes it gets narrow and then it widens out, and so I miss the forks. I still see the other wall there. Okay, there was a ferry here too, right? We're also maxed out on wood. Was this where we found the other boiler before? I don't really remember. We hit a wall. Which way do we go from here? Is this as far as we got? I was so tired yesterday doing this that I really lost track of myself. Okay, we're gonna keep going. See what's down here. Take those trees down. We are 214 meters out, actually. This is about as far as we can get. Okay, the boilers are definitely coming to us today. It's much easier with a fresh set of brains. I don't know if we have a teleporter nearby. I don't remember where the other one was yesterday. And saying that, how do we get back from here? I guess we gotta follow the same path all the way back. Well, we'll see if my fresh brain can manage such a thing today. I already sort of forgot. Is that a cave? We don't... at 3 o'clock, I don't really have time for caves. Alright, this is where it got narrow. So that's a sign. I think we just follow this all the way back, really. We can just hug this wall, essentially. Can throw a few trees and wood in there while we're at it. The money's just piling up in the background no matter what we're doing at this point. Such peaceful atmosphere. We logged all of these. One quick look in the skies. It's getting darker. We might have a better chance of seeing lights. There's definitely none. I don't know where this last ferry is. One thing I'm thinking is it might be way far out there. So we're working our way counterclockwise. We checked 3 things so far. I think there's 4, maybe 5 exits from the area. And the teleporters, I don't really remember which direction they went. So let's have a little rest until morning. Okay, now process of elimination. We did that one, this one. I guess the one that I think is back here. Is there one in between? Maybe we're missing one entirely. We also didn't really clear out the trees there. That could actually be blocking a light. It's not blocking out a light. I'm not seeing any gap in the hills up there. Well, we'll wonder, maybe that's right. Maybe there are 5 exits from here. Because there's 5 ferries, maybe there are 5 different routes. I never really considered that. The drone is over here. Okay, we'll just run on down here. So this was one where there was a bridge, but we've obviously already been to this bridge. We didn't throw a lot of the wood in. Maybe we haven't been here in a while. This is where we found one of the ferries. This might have been the first one we found. A ferry was here. So from here we go left. I don't think we've been over here yet. Unless one of our other caves connected to here. But I was doing a very poor job mapping yesterday. Today is easier. Today is so much easier. I didn't realize how tired I was yesterday. Today we're refreshed. The brain is back and sharp as my axes. Knock these trees down. Okay, there's more of the super trees actually. Did we hit this grove already though? I should actually explore these better. I think I went to the right side of both of the other groves though. I think I would see chopped trees here. That's very interesting. Basically, I'm not seeing any chopped trees actually now that I think about it. I don't know if I've really been out here. I think my tired brain yesterday kept going on repeat down the same channels. It was just too hard to focus and put ourselves in relation to where we need to go. Or where we've already been. We are 180 meters out, so I can't actually throw wood in anymore. There is a cave here. Not much of a cave, I don't think. No, there's mushrooms. I'm not sure I care about mushrooms right now. How wide is this corridor? It's not that wide. I should maybe just go down the center. I probably walked past the ferry 6 times already. I just didn't see it in the woods. It's really, really easy to just sneak on past stuff. Teleporter located. All right, yeah, it's coming together today. We found the teleporter. That's actually a nice clearing. Is there a ferry nearby? Well, it wouldn't be that way. Shouldn't be. Yeah, interesting. Okay, well, do we know what color this is? How do we associate the teleporters later? Oh. We should probably explore these things more. I don't know if the collectibles matter. I do have 91 wood on me. Is that saying that was that one? Light blue? Number 1? Like, because that doesn't mean anything to me. It really doesn't. Is that supposed to show like the start of the route so I know which way it goes? If I take this, does it take me back to where I just was? This feels like where I just was. But I don't really remember now. We'll try it tomorrow. Because if we're at the teleporters, we're way far back there. And that should be, we should be able to see from there. Oh, there's my collectibles on the wall? They must be, yep. I would like to go to sleep again. Until morning. We actually made almost $25,000 back already. We're very close. Should we try that again? We can go back to where we were. No. Still, yeah, I really don't know where the next one is. It's out there somewhere. Or it's not. Maybe the game changed and there's like a new challenge. But we're exploring new ground today. Right, this was the cave we already hit. We are seeing new stuff, and that's a good sign. Nice and sharp today. Still pick up the mushrooms when I can along the way. It's going to be fun to edit this one, make it a nice calm experience. So we've been here. We didn't maybe go to that side of the grove. I'm going to have to go around them. I think I've already been to the other side. But let's try and be a little bit more thorough today. Maybe we haven't been to that. I might be thinking the other ones. I thought there was only one patch of these out in the world, though. Apparently there is at least 2. Wait, there's also a path on that side? No, that might just be a cave. Because I was just right there. This goes nowhere, except a mushroom land. Probably I'm not allowed to throw in my logs from here, which is odd. I'm only 143 meters. Actually, this is an unexplored corridor. I now realize. Okay, that's good. Things are looking up. How far are we? 137. We're getting closer, though. I think this probably just loops back to one of our other ones. I'm also trying to pay more attention to the caves today. Because they are something of a landmark we could actually use more. They all looked the same to me yesterday. Today they don't so much. I'll start doing a strategy where I pick a certain mushroom pattern or something. I don't know yet. This actually goes really far. This map is very big. I'm also really annoyed I can't throw these logs anywhere. That's that side of it. I think there's tentacles on either side of this. Maybe not. I see the wall there at least. I see an energy bush. There's another cave. Ooh, where does this cave go? I don't think I've seen this one. I'm gonna take some energy. This one goes somewhere. Yeah, this... I don't really recognize this. Oh, this is interesting. It's just a big dead end. Well, unless we go this way. This feels like it brought us back to where we were. I hit a cave like this yesterday. That just brings you right back to where you were. Oh, wait. Is that one? I don't think we found this one yet. Is this the last one? It is. There's also a collectible and an electrical box. Do they all have an electrical box? Out you go, my little fairy. I knew this day would come. One of you can hear the forest cry. I definitely couldn't. It took a while to find you. These gnomes broke the pact, but balance can still be restored. Whatever you say, sparkly fairy, please say there's a teleporter behind you. Or we're going to be sleeping in the woods again. Well, we're going to wander around to see if there's any... We are so far out. 206 meters. We couldn't make it back if we tried. Well, that's alright. I don't even know... Kate, Yeah, we're just in the end of a little tentacle. 205 meters out here. I think that was the 5th ferry. We're gonna have to go check with my ferry friend back home. And slowly just wander in here until night takes us over. Still not allowed to throw my wood. I really don't know why. No matter. I actually got to be careful I don't hack up one of the good trees. I'm really trying to keep those alive. What is this space? Is it a bridge? Where am I? Couldn't see. That's okay. Let's go check with our fairy friend. Maybe before we do that, let's get the axe sharpening maxed. Razor sharp. It's a double-edged sword. Oh, I don't even have enough to buy these. I was going to buy more energy drinks. Alright, we're not dealing with you. We're dealing with the fairy this time. You did it! I can't believe you really saved them all. Even after knowing this would directly challenge a gnome's control over the forest. I really feel like it's my forest now. I'm afraid this forest may never be the same again, but you can stop them. There are 3 boilers in the forest that if destroyed will overload this twisted factory they've created. I will go and unlock them for you, but I'm afraid after that we'll have to leave. Just talk to me again when you're ready. Do I have to touch the boilers? Is that what you're saying? I take it you're ready to betray the gnomes and put an end to the tyranny over the forest. Stand back. I have enough power now to break out of here. Then I'll unlock the boilers and we'll take our leave. I don't know how we can ever thank you, but you kept your word and perhaps after this, they won't threaten any more forests. Oh, maybe they do it then. I feel like I did more damage to the forest than anything. Breaking the boiler will seal off access to the kiosk. This guy? So we can't come back here? Is this your doing? You know, those fairies are liars. Don't trust them. Just stick to your job and we'll get this all restored soon. But if you don't, you'll be in violation of your terms. I can live with that. It is important to work out regularly if you wish to make any progress through the forest. Yeah, I think I got that down by now. Considering the forest is largely gone. We cut down over 3,000 trees, so do I need to go touch those boilers? Because they're not super easy to find. That's okay. We will check on the ferry for now. I guess I need to manually go touch them, because this ferry left. Is it better to... They're so far out there. I might have to take the teleporters. I was not keeping track of where they were. I know they're way far out in all the corridors. So basically the best way to do this is teleport and run. I don't even know where the teleporters go though. I don't know if that's actually a benefit. We'll start on the one we, I think, just did. I've already forgotten. Was this the one with the pipe? The one with the pipe had a boiler, did it not? I think that was the one we started on, actually. Yeah, that's right. Because I turned to the left outside the house and we're going to do them systematically. That would be this one with the pipe. Because the pipe led to a boiler, didn't it? Or did it? I'm pretty sure it did. I've already forgotten. It's out there somewhere, that's all that matters. With enough running, you can find anything. Made a little bit more money back. Because at first I think I drifted to the right because I felt like I was going to the left all day yesterday. We sort of chopped this. I'm tracing my steps at 10 minutes ago. That's how brilliant I am. Because I'm pretty sure we came across this. Right, in the new trees. Or the super trees. And then we followed this corridor down. Past the yellow mushroom. Past the trees. We'll throw these in for some extra money. It's piling up. Gotta keep that drone employed. That tree's gotta go. Was this one of them? I'm trying so hard to retrace my steps. It's so hard to remember. At least we finally got our two-sided axe. Yeah, here's the boiler we found earlier. So what do we do? Am I doing this wrong now? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It doesn't like that. Things get red and dark. I think it actually sends things out to look for us at this point. This actually changes the look of the forest. I'm going to be really lost after this again. We'll make do, one way or another. We'll just follow this edge all the way back. That's going to be easiest for us. We just got to keep it real simple and try not to get abducted. Is that one of the lookout things? I think it is. think they're pretty easy to avoid, so long as you just don't walk directly into them. That was where we found a drone part. Home is this way, 102 meters. Time is actually paused at this point too. Time no longer moves. The simulation is breaking. There's another lookout thing there. Okay, so time is actually paused, so we're free to go wherever we want. For starters, we're gonna head home. What is... Oh, that was part of the drone thing, I think. Then do we take the next... Do we find a boiler right away in the next one? We went that way. I don't remember if we did. We went systematically clockwise. Did we or didn't we? We went by the teleporter next. Well, we went there next. I don't think we found a boiler. I think we found a teleporter. No, that's the one that led to the cave, and then we turned from the cave. That brought us to a teleporter. I'm pretty sure that all connects to this tentacle network. It's hard to recognize it in the dark. Okay, right. This is the one where there's all the spaghetti tentacles in there. Because we really farmed this one out to kind of get our bearings on this. Because I think we did the same strategy. We stuck to the right after that. We're going to go past the scary lights. We found a boiler somewhere out here. I think it was this thing. I'm fairly sure, actually. I'm gaining confidence. Many hours into this. Had to start finding my way eventually. I don't know why I'm throwing logs in still. I feel like we're sort of pretty maxed out on the upgrades we want. We just wonder and wonder. Okay, there was a ferry that we got. Then where do we go? This way, it looks like, in a hurry. Then this way. Follow those logs. This is getting real confusing. I'm gonna get real lost. I kinda wish I found more trees before starting this now. Yeah, I was right though. This is where we found the next boiler. Very important. Then we break this one. Did we do it already? The thing's getting mad. The sky is mad at me. And then we did find a third boiler near a teleporter. I guess I could go back to teleporter number 1. Is that going to work and take us there? I'm trying to remember how that went now. It's also going to be hard just to find a way back from here. 174 meters to go. We just keep running. Just avoid the yellow lights. We are homeward bound. I'm very turned around. That wind chime is still putting me to sleep. It's a very sleepy style game. The red light's probably easier on the light too. Not too bright, not too dark. We'll throw some more logs in. If the drones are smart, they just follow the flying logs through the sky. Okay, we're back where this first junction was, where the spaghetti tentacles are. I was so sure the ferry was right in there somewhere. Ultimately, I don't think it was. So there's boiler 1, boiler 2. No, the third boiler I think was near the teleporter. Teleporter 1. Position 1. Where we haven't touched this, so this should be it. Those transitions I realize are probably pretty bright. I'll do what I can to knock those down. Got some scrubbing to do through the video. So we're 200 meters out. This was the one I think where there's a cave, like a wishbone cave. No. No, it's not. That's not great. I might be pretty lost then. There's lots of logs here, so we chop through. We're too far to throw them, even though we're somehow only 170 meters. Purple mushroom. I'll take one of those. Was it that way? I feel like this looks like a corridor, but also dead ends. I'm not really sure what this is actually. We haven't been down here yet. So I'm not really sure what I'm chopping. I'm kind of curious though. I feel like we found most of the things we need to find. So then why is there a corridor? Unless it leads to nowhere, of course. There's a yellow light there, so there's a drone out here looking. It's gonna... Oh wait, was that a ferry spot? Did I see that correctly? I gotta be careful. I can't really maneuver in the trees if I gotta dodge. Did I see that right? Was that a fairy spot? It was. This is sort of more confusing now. Because I'm not really sure where I am. How far out are we? 110. We got closer, actually. We got closer to where we need to go. We need to get further again? This route takes us further. It's not red over here. It's just dark. Should I be concerned about that? Where are we? I'm very lost in the forest. We're getting further away. Oh, those are steam spots. Those aren't drone spots at all. They're just angry spots in the ground. I don't remember coming this way before. I don't think the boiler's back here, because I don't remember seeing this style of tree on the way back to the boiler on the third one we found. So basically we might be wasting our time here. But I'm pretty lost. Luckily we have unlimited time, so we can spend all the time we want in the world to just look, to search. Well, there's the boiler. I don't know, we came at it from a different side. This is one of the new ones. It is. The hatch is open. Very happy hatch. Just go jump right in that thing. What direction did we approach it from last time then? That way. Okay. Well, I don't know. We're just going to run back. All that really matters is me running through the woods, avoiding the yellow lights, while I ramble along about absolutely nothing and everything all at the same time. Mushrooms, gate. Wait, which way is home? That way. 172 meters. I do remember this cave on the way in. This part of the forest is so dark. I remember this spot because this is where I realized it wasn't a drone spot. It was just random stuff. Those drones will never catch me. I'm smarter than any robot. I think from here I can more or less just orient myself towards home and we'll get there. Especially from a ferry spot here and a bridge. The bridges are all pretty... when you hit a bridge, you're pretty close to home. Hard to see through those. We gotta go jump in the hatch. Jump in the hatch and live our best life. Almost there now. Drone spot. We did finally throw our logs in. We're 30 meters from victory. The ferries are officially saved. In we go. Escapee, now the whole world explodes. We did it. We sabotaged everything. We really sabotaged everything. We destroyed basically the entire ecosystem and now we're just blowing it up for fun. Nothing left. Absolutely scorched earth. But I bet the gnomes are so happy with me. They hired the right person for the job. Thank you so much for playing Lumberjacked. We hope you had as much fun chopping all those trees as we had building the forest. We'll see you again soon. I hope so. I really do enjoy this.